Hey, Pardon My Take listeners, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Prime members can listen ad-free on Amazon Music. On today's Pardon My Take, we have our good friend Ryan Whitney on to talk about the Stanley Cup Final, get you ready for the Lightning versus the Avalanche. Also talk about how he has created an international incident in Canada. We have our good friend Arian Foster on for Guys on Chicks, special Guys on Chicks. And then we're going to talk Game 5 of the NBA Finals, a little hot seat, cool throne, a great Wednesday show for you, and we're brought to you by our friends at Visible. What would you do with the extra money you'd save by switching to Visible? Well, you could pay $60 with some carriers or as little as $25 a month with Visible. With the extra money, you could take someone on a date or maybe just live your single life and buy yourself dinner. Speaking of singles, who is the single most visible player of the night? Bubba. Who was the most visible player of the night for Game 5?
I'm going to go with Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew Wiggins,
unfortunately.
probably the right answer. So Andrew Wiggins had an unbelievable Game 5. If you tag Visible and PMT on Instagram and Twitter and tell us who you think the most visible player was last game, they're giving away basketball jerseys to AWLs. Signed basketball jerseys by us. So tag Visible, tag PMT on Instagram and Twitter, and tell us who you think was the most visible player of the night. Do it again on Thursday night after the game. Make sure you tag both of us for a chance to win. Switch to Visible at visible.com/pod. Get unlimited single-line wireless for as low as $25 a month. Comparison to a single line with unlimited data at other major carriers. For plan and network details, see visible.com/pod. Okay, let's go.
It's Pardon My Take, presented by Barstool Sports.
Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by Visible. Go to visible.com/pod and get unlimited single-line wireless for as low as $25 a month. Also tag us and Visible on Twitter and Instagram on who was the most visible player in the NBA Finals, and you can win a free signed basketball jersey by us. Today is Wednesday, June 15th. And Andrew Wiggins has arrived.
Andrew Wiggins, possible NBA Finals MVP.
The Maple Jordan. We can now bring that nickname back.
I never knew that was a nickname.
Oh, yeah. When he was coming out, it was the Maple Jordan.
Because he's
Canadian.
From Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It was him and the guy that got drafted ahead of him for the Cavaliers were the first two Canadians to ever go number one overall.
Bennett.
Anthony Bennett. Mm-hmm. And they went back-to-back to the Cavs.
He was bad. Anthony Bennett.
What's he up to?
I don't think playing.
He's probably playing in like Turkey somewhere.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
That would actually be okay.
Yeah.
That'd be like
great.
A decent
That'd
spot.
be a come up for Anthony Bennett.
But yes, Andrew Wiggins, Game 5. The Golden State Warriors now have a 3-2 commanding lead.
Is it commanding?
Well, it's commanding right now.
Take command? I don't think it's...
Big Cat won his future. I'm happy for you, Big Cat.
Oh, here we go.
What future?
Here,
on the Warriors?
Yeah, here we go. The reverse is coming.
So, Hank, would you say that it's a commanding lead right now, or would you say it's a lead that was meant to be overcome?
It's a lead that's meant to be overcome. It's a one-game lead. They win one game. It's a one-game series.
It's a 3-game series right now.
And the Celtics... Can I ask you a question, Hank, about that tweet, by the way, last night? When you're like, the Celtics just need to win 3 games in a row?
Read the tweet.
Oh, I get that one. Hank
What did he say?
He said the Celtics have to win 3 Game 7s in a row. He's talking about in the playoffs. They've won 3 Game 7s.
Got it. I thought you meant 3 Game 7s.
No, it's similar to the the championship DVD, like the story of the Celtics winning 3 Game 7s in a row.
You would be Mr.
Road.
Game 7.
It's going to be the greatest story in NBA history.
Has that ever been done before?
I doubt it.
So, how are you feeling overall, Hank? I mean, we'll talk about the game. We'll break down the game. But how are you feeling? Let's just get a status check on our boy Hank and what's going on in your head.
Yeah, I mean, I went through a lot of emotions last night. I definitely didn't sleep too well. I couldn't fall asleep.
Happy birthday, by the way.
I was going through everything. Yeah, it was a tough birthday present. I I still think they're going to win the series. I do think that the last 10 minutes of Game 4 and 5, there was just some infuriating plays. There was some terrible, terrible basketball. They could have easily won both games, but they didn't. But I do think that it's very relatable of the Celtics to just put everything off till the end.
Yeah.
Like, they should have won Milwaukee in less than 7. They should have won Miami less than 7. They should have won this series in less than 7, but they're just putting it off. They're procrastinating, and then when their backs are against the wall, that's when they perform the best. The Marcus Smart thing, it's like he did get fouled.
What's the Marcus Smart thing?
Klay Thompson pushed off on Marcus Smart. No call, so you couldn't even challenge it. Klay Thompson then hit a 3. Then about 1 minute later, who was it? Poole?
Maybe.
It was either Poole or someone else. But
Gary Payton Jr.
I think it was
the second, yeah.
He basically pulled Marcus Smart's arm in. It is a move that Marcus Smart has done, I'm not going to lie. But he then flopped, and they called the foul on Marcus Smart. So it just blew my mind that, like, basically, and people were saying Marcus Smart flopped on the Klay Thompson play, which if you look, letter of the law, he didn't. Like, Klay Thompson did extend his arm, and Marcus Smart fell down. He's the defensive player in the year. He should get, like, a little bit of liberty with that call. But they didn't call the flop there. Then 1 second later, they called the foul on a flop.
All right. Question.
Yes.
Before we go any further, are you blaming the refs?
No, I'm just saying
that.
All
right,
no,
I'm
just
what
saying.
sucks about this is you
I'm
had
just asking.
It sounds,
that was a momentum swing.
Like this
that was
is
a
your
momentum
ref
swing.
game.
I'm not blaming the refs.
You can't use your blame the ref game on a game that's a double-digit victory.
I'm not blaming the refs. I'm just saying that was the momentum swinger. Also, the 3 at the end of the third quarter. I'll go through this. This is from Tucker Boynton on Twitter. Great follow for stats, Celtic stuff.
Used to work at Barstool.
He's an intern, yeah. 41 seconds left with the third quarter. Celtics were up 74-72.
Wait, before you do this, just to be clear, you're not blaming the refs.
Yeah.
What about
if you let me finish, you would hear that that's not
what
what
about
I'm
how
doing.
you may get a technical foul, and then Marcus Smart got a technical foul, right?
And no one even showed what the foul was for.
And then Draymond Green did not get a technical foul when he basically invaded the Celtics bench.
But on the other side,
all of the Warriors players also were on the Celtics side of the court.
But Jason Tatum also took the ball to the huddle, which you're not allowed to do. Never take the ball to the huddle.
You never take another man's ball.
Because if you actually watch that again, I mean, it was ridiculous.
Why
that
was
Draymond Green?
Why was Draymond getting the ball back?
Well, he was in the middle of their huddle, but it also was very funny that Jason Tatum refused to give up the ball. Both of them were acting so funny.
Both of them were in the wrong at the same time.
Because Jason Tatum, the timeout had been called, and Jason Tatum was walking with the ball back to the bench on the baseline, and Draymond Green was basically like, I'm going to keep playing defense until you give up the ball.
What about the Gary Payton trip where he tripped himself, and that was a foul too?
Yeah. Grant Williams lightly touched him on the back.
I mean, that stuff happens. Listen, at
but
the end
again,
of the day,
not blaming the refs.
I'm actually not.
Right.
Can I finish or
yes.
no?
Yes.
41 seconds left,
Hank,
quarter
you
3.
have the floor.
Ready now.
Boston leads 74-72. Celtics offensive possessions. This has nothing to do with fouls, refs, none of those plays. But that was when all this happened.
Okay.
Quarter 3, 41 seconds left. Obviously, they hit the 3 to go up 1 in the fourth quarter.
We should do a segment every podcast where Hank just reads things very fast.
Celtics missed a 3. They missed a layup. They missed a 3. They missed a 3. They missed a layup. Travel. Offensive foul. Missed 3.
But
then they were
even though
down
you have this
8
running
minutes and
log
22
of
seconds left.
officiating errors, you're not
Boston
blaming
trails
the refs.
74-85. Did you just fucking listen to me?
So that's Boston just listen.
They didn't execute.
Right.
Missed 3, missed layup, missed 3, missed 3, missed layup, travel, offensive foul, missed 3.
Okay.
That no referees. The Celtics didn't execute, and then they were down 11, and then the game was pretty much over.
Okay, so I have a couple thoughts on this game. The first one is a big picture thought that this series has kind of confused me a little bit because, like I've been saying, I think the Celtics are the better team, but Steph Curry's the best player. And then Monday night happens, and he plays terribly, and Andrew Wiggins plays great. Draymond played well. I mean, Clay is kind of back to Clay in a way. He was 5 for 11 from 3. Is there a chance that neither of these teams are that great?
No.
Okay.
It's the NBA Finals.
But that doesn't, I mean, some years it's not. That's kind of where I'm coming. Like, both of these teams.
In terms of what?
In terms of the Celtics cannot execute in a fourth quarter. They just can't. Like, they when a game's tight, they've had a lot of trouble scoring points in a fourth quarter in crunch time, whereas the Warriors are able to, whether you want to say it's veteran presence, the fact they've been there, they just don't panic, and they're able to figure out a way to, in some of these big moments, get points the dirty way, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, I mean, they're the greatest basketball dynasty of the last 10 years.
I also think this is not even close to the best Warriors team we've seen. And it's like I keep thinking that one team's going to assert themselves one way or the other. And it's like both these teams are very good. I'm saying neither of these teams are like great and kind of taking it.
If you look at the Celtics' path to get here, though, like the Celtics beat the Heat. They're a great team.
The Nets?
They beat the defending champion Bucks. And they beat who many people were saying was going to cakewalk their way through the NBA Finals, the Brooklyn Nets. Mm-hmm. So, like, I feel like the Celtics are a good team.
No, they're both very good teams. This might be just a stupid, sports argument that I can't fully explain. But what I'm basically saying is, like, neither team has had put together the full 4 quarters of great basketball and went and taken a game. Monday night was like a muck it up kind of game where the Warriors looked like they were going to kill them. Then the Celtics came back and hit all those threes in the third quarter, and the Warriors execute down the stretch, and the Celtics don't. And it's like, I don't know. They're both very, very good teams.
I think your point is maybe more to the fact that they're both really, really good defensive teams. So
that
there's a lot of sloppy play.
You're right.
That looks like it's sloppy, but it's like they're just really like going as hard as they can on defense.
That could absolutely be the truth, because I think the Warriors played great defense.
They just have to overcome that.
Yeah, the Warriors played great defense on Monday night, and there's also an alternate reality where you can look at it and be like, the Celtics just squandered an insane chance because you had Steph Curry for the first time since November 2018 not hit a 3 in a game. First time ever in the playoffs he didn't hit a 3. They went 9 for 40 from 3. The Celtics missed 10 free throws and had 18 turnovers. That seems like a self-inflicted. That's kind of what I'm talking about, where it's like a great team doesn't have those self-inflicted wounds constantly.
Well, you didn't take advantage of the Curry's off game. That's a problem.
Right.
So, you were probably only going to get one of these in the finals. And it's funny because if you look at the history of Steph Curry and of his, obviously he's a great three-point shooter, probably the best of all time. He has, I think, the top 3 longest streaks in NBA history.
It's crazy.
Of consecutive games making a three-pointer. So it's like him 1 through 3, I believe, and then it's Kyle Korver at number 4. So Steph Curry's and think about it, because in order to have the top 3 longest streaks, Steph Curry's career has basically been just like making a 3 every single game, with like 3 instances where he hasn't.
Right.
Over the course of like how long he's been in the league.
Right.
So it's crazy that like in the one game where he doesn't make any threes, he has an off night by any stretch of the imagination. Like that should have been the game that you steal one on the road.
Right.
And it's also going to give red meat to Skip, because Skip's already readying his argument that he's going to make down the line. Because, Steph Curry, if he wins his finals MVP, if the Warriors get another championship, then all of a sudden, now we're talking about Steph Curry in the top 3, or some people will be.
Yeah.
And then Skip's going to always be like, remember this game, though? This game, he didn't show up in the finals.
Yeah. Which, Steph still, even on his games when he looked off and he had, no touch, he looked uncomfortable shooting threes, which is, extremely rare for him. He still impacts the game so many ways, because you have to have everyone on him and the lane opens up, and he was able to drive a little bit and score. My bigger point, Hank, I was thinking about more, right? Every championship team is not equal. Like, we always talk about teams like this team was one of the greatest championship teams. I think this year, whoever wins this, I'm not going to walk away and be like, that team was one of the best championship teams I've ever seen. Do you know what I mean?
No.
I think the Warriors. If the Celtics
win,
I do.
Okay,
either way,
I do love
either
this.
the Celtics are winning, they're the greatest NBA team, or the Warriors cement themselves as the greatest NBA dynasty of all time.
But it's by far the least talented of the Warriors dynasty teams. Like, not even close.
Hank, who would you say if you took the mid '90s Bulls and these Warriors?
Oh, Warriors. Steph Curry would cook them.
That's a conversation that we're going to be having.
I don't know.
Which team was better?
But that's why I watch a game. Like, I've watched this series and been like, I feel like both teams are very, very good, but neither team has been able to been like, we're great. Here's our great moment. Like, we're even on Monday night, the Celtics coming out in the third quarter and like stunning the Warriors. And you might be right. It might just be they're both very good defensively, because that is absolutely true. I don't know. I
feel like you're trying to discount 2 teams in the NBA
I'm
Finals.
not.
I do love
banners fly forever.
I love the move of putting a pre-asterisk on it, just in case Hank wins.
Like, they're not playing.
That's
they're
not what I'm trying to do.
I think that what you're saying applies when you are playing, in Orlando in front of no fans. Like, that's different. That's a different. I don't know if your team should be counted the same way as other NBA championship teams.
Not even really a basketball team.
But if you win, you beat KD and Kyrie, you win a Game 7, you win a Game 7 on the road, and then you beat the Warriors. Or either way, it's two great teams.
Okay.
And I also think, a few things. I do think KD and LeBron have the biggest like to lose, the most to lose if the Warriors win.
Well, what about the team that loses?
No. Hank's right. Go off.
Again, how old is
No, LeBron.
Jason Tatum's 14 years old. You're right.
Jason Tatum's young. Jaylen Brown is young. Yes, they if they do lose, they squandered an opportunity to win an NBA championship, but they still made it to the finals. They still have a great young core. And again, the Warriors are probably the best dynasty. They're the greatest basketball team possibly ever.
How does this
and
negatively?
Definitely of the last 10 years.
I want to know because I want to agree with you. How does this negatively impact LeBron James's legacy?
Because people say that the only reason the Warriors beat LeBron was because they had KD.
Okay, but I'm still going to argue whoever loses the series lost the most.
No.
Okay.
All right. Look how good Andrew Wiggins played last night in Kevin Durant's role.
I agree with the KD take because I think if you notice,
was Kevin Durant as good as people say,
or
was it Steph Curry?
If the Warriors win this title without Kevin Durant and they've got Andrew Wiggins playing the role of Kevin Durant
really well,
and also
almost as good as Kevin Durant.
If you've noticed, Kevin Durant has been extremely active on social media recently, like responding to all the haters that are talking about his game. Kevin Durant is thinking about this right now.
But that goes more to my point that the 2017 Warriors were one of the greatest teams of all time. That's not going to be said for this Warriors. That's my point.
No, but
the Kevin Durant Warriors
the Celtics
were
win,
one of the greatest NBA teams, champions of all time.
Well, yeah.
That's my point. That's kind of what I'm saying.
I
don't think you're going to say that about this Warriors team if they win the title.
Yeah, but
it's going to be a dynasty, not taking anything away from them. But you ask any Warriors fan which team was better, it's the 2017 Warriors.
It's tricky because I think that this Celtics team versus the 2017 Warriors would put up a bigger fight.
What?
Okay, go on.
Like the 2017 Warriors.
Okay, I disagree on that.
They didn't even
I think
win.
the 2017 Warriors would beat they would beat these Warriors soundly and these Celtics soundly.
Disagree.
Okay, all right.
What about the Bulls, though? 2017 Warriors against... Who does Steve Kerr play for in that instance?
The Bulls.
No, he does both.
He coaches...
If you do 2017 Warriors versus these Warriors, Steph's on both teams.
Any team from the 90s that had to deal with the fucking pick and rolls and like the movement that the Warriors do, like they would die. They would die.
Okay.
It's insane. The amount of...
They would be killed on the court.
Yeah, they would death by picks.
Yeah, no, like NBA players didn't run. They didn't do cardio in the 90s.
No, but like you're joking, but like the amount of screens and just constant movement they have is insane.
They still ran pick and roll offenses back in the 1990s. I don't know if you understand how recent the 1990s were, but it wasn't the Stone Age. They still had the forward pass in football.
The 2017 Warriors lost one playoff game.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I like that. That's where
you're picking like the greatest team of all time. Then
I just said that, and so I'm saying the Kevin Durant thing. Like, I think Kevin Durant, people will obviously rag him because they will say Andrew Wiggins, you put him in and he's fine. But I still would be like, but that doesn't make sense to me because the 2017 Warriors were all time great.
What
whereas
about the
these
Bucks?
Warriors are not.
What about these Warriors or these Celtics versus last year's Bucks? Like it's.
I think the Bucks would probably win.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm getting at, and I guess it might not make
it's
any
a very
sense.
trivial argument that really doesn't.
You know what?
Matter,
I don't think so. I think that these Bucks would have lost. Those Bucks would have lost to these Warriors.
Okay, well, all right. Either way,
but
it might be a stupid argument. I was just a thought I had because I was thinking about this series and how I keep like in my head can't make sense of game to game, and it just feels everything just feels weird because you'll have like it's almost like each quarter is its own separate game. And like one team just goes crazy in a quarter, and boom, there's the game. I don't know. I've been trying to rationalize this series, and that's the take I came up with. It may be stupid. It could be like completely asinine, and I'll that's fine.
I think
I'll hand up that.
Here's the thing: if the Celtics had made 80% of their free throws last night, it's a completely different game. It can be that could be a blame the refs game if they had capitalized on their free throws,
or had 9 turnovers instead of 18.
And that's been kind of their MO this year, where they're Jekyll and Hyde with some of these things, where it's like fourth quarter comes around, it's like, what are they doing? Why can't they generate offense? Jason Tatum did a nice Kobe tribute with the air balls. Like those Those things happen.
It all
Did he
goes.
text Kobe?
No, but remember when Kobe airballed
Yeah.
in his first playoff series, or maybe it was his first year in the playoffs. I think.
Tatum needs to call God. He needs to get on the phone with Kobe before the next game.
Also, Tatum
And
didn't
Jalen
play
Brown's
that-
ball handles were Tatum didn't play bad. Jalen Brown played horrible.
Yeah,
Like,
Tatum-
he can't dribble the ball.
Tatum is not to blame.
He's got the dribble yips.
Yes, Tatum is not to blame for Monday night. I don't think.
The one thing, I mean, I think you guys can relate to this. I know you guys are, procrastinators, future me. It's like,
Professional procrastinators.
right, the Celtics, again, like Big Cat has been jinxing in this entire series. They are
I
the better
still
team,
think
and if they had hit their free throws and didn't have turnovers, they probably would have won that game handily. And sometimes it takes that last minute, like you put off, like you're like, I could easily write this paper, and then you wait, until an hour later, and it still comes out fine, but you're rushing and you're a last minute, and
You
you're,
got to copy. You got to do the spark notes. That's
Right.
That's what. So they can't do the spark notes when you're on the wood.
they're not leaving themselves any room for error, but if they don't make any errors, they can still win the series.
They
That's how I
absolutely
feel.
can
That's
still
how
win
I
the
feel.
series. They absolutely can still win the series. I would not sit because it is truly a Game 6 in Boston. I would think that they would win that game, and then Game 7, all bets are off.
Yeah, talking to Hank earlier this week, it seemed like you were more nervous about the possibility of going to a clinching game in Boston, where like they had the opportunity. You seemed like very nervous about your presence there, whether or not that was going to work, because you built it up into like, hey, they might get me on stage and ask me to make a speech. Like we might be hanging out with them.
I did build that up.
Yeah, you built that up in your head. Like, is it
Confetti,
Is it
yeah.
almost like a relief to you knowing that you don't have to prepare a speech? You don't have to worry about looking your best on camera and being a part of the team for those pictures?
Yes. Because, again, if they lose the Warriors, they lost to one of the best teams of all time. And this run has been one of the most, one of the most fun runs of my life. It's a great team. Obviously, it would be a super, super disappointing end to the season. But, like, it's not, they've been an unbelievable team to watch and root for. And, like, just being there, it would be sad, but at least you'd be able to pay your respects. Like, it's different than, I don't know.
Can I ask you a question?
Obviously, I'd rather them be up 3-2.
Are you? Is there any part of you that's exhausted watching this Celtics run? Because they are so Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah, it's
like
been
they
like this
are,
all season. Like
right.
the first 50 games, it was infuriating where they were just blowing leads left and right, and then they came together, were dominating, and then every game in the playoffs, like that's what I was saying. They gave away games to Milwaukee. They gave away games to the Heat. They've given away games to the Warriors. Like they have made mistakes consistently, missed free throws consistently had turnovers. But they're still here, and they're still fighting, and they still have a chance to win. So
Now,
it's like it's exhausting in a good way. It's like that's the beauty of sports.
So what do they have to do? What do they have to do in Game 6? Is there anything that they do, like any weird tradition before the game, where they like have a local celebrity or somebody like an athlete from a different team come out and like get the crowd pumped up?
No, they usually
gotta-
do. Like people that do charitable donations or someone that was in the service.
You got to
something
get
like that.
Belichick in the building. That's really what you have to do. There's one way out of this mess, and that's bring the GOAT in.
Can I give you a tip, Hank?
Yep.
It's a make or miss league. Just got to make your shots.
Live by the jump shot.
It's-
die
it
by
is
the
the
jump
best
shot.
because-
The shots that are free.
It is so funny because you could actually you could say that and it just always is right. Because when on Monday night the Celtics played like shit in the first half, then they made all their shots in the third quarter. You're like, there it is, make or miss league.
I actually think you just have to want it more.
Yeah.
I think the Warriors wanted it more.
I also am concerned that
Game 6 Clay will show up.
that combined with our good friend, recurring guest Richard Jefferson, the Celtics might just be gassed.
Yeah.
Like,
Andrew Wiggins.
They might get smoked.
Andrew Wiggins, like what he has done in this series, like it's more the last two games. I mean, I said it on Sunday show, like he went to rebounding school. He's all over the place. It's crazy how much energy he plays with. And I'll say this, Hank, the other key to the game is I don't know how many minutes you can play him, but Robert Williams is by far the best player on the Celtics this series. It's not even close.
He was plus 11 last night. No other Boston starter was better than -9
in a 10-point loss.
And he didn't even have bounce.
And you can see it, too. When he's on the court, the difference, like the respect that the Warriors show him by not driving the lane and, like, attacking the rim versus when he's off the court and it's like, all right, free reign.
They're afraid of
we
him.
can just go and dunk on people.
And
so
the plus 11 was like not a fluke. Like one of those where he comes in, he played 30 minutes.
Yeah, right.
And then the other 12 minutes, they went down by, what,
and it actually
28
it's
or
probably a
something?
little bit of a fluke the other way because the
know
Celtics like finished with like a 7-0 run to make it look like a closer game than it was. Crazy series. I don't know. I guess I've been sitting and just trying
Who's the better team currently?
Warriors. They're up 3-2.
Here's why. I think I'll give you an honest answer. I think the Celtics if they're
Are you happy with what you've done? Are you happy with yourself?
Why are you mad at me?
I'm not. I'm curious.
I've been giving my honest takes throughout.
Hank's totally
He's
not
very mad at me.
Don't put it in the paper that I got mad.
I'm giving you my honest take. I think the Celtics still, if they play their best game, are better as a team than the Warriors. The problem is, if it's a close game late, the Warriors have so much more like we can win this game late than the Celtics. I don't know what I mean, again, it could be just experience. They've been there. They've played together as a team for so long. They know how to, get extra possessions, deflections. Draymond was doing a great job in transition, making passes. Like something about a late game, like the Warriors are able to execute even when things aren't going their way. Versus the Celtics, it doesn't feel like they have that killer instinct quite yet.
You know what it is? The Warriors are a more talented team. The Celtics can be a better team than them. It's like, I'll put it in terms, Hank and the other New Englanders can understand, it's like when the Patriots played against the greatest show on turf. That's kind of what's happening right now in the Super Bowl. Like, if the Celtics... Yeah.
Rams.
Yeah, no.
You follow me?
All right.
For a second, I was like, wait, did I make that up?
But I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. I don't. The Patriots were like heavy underdogs in that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Though it's like the Celtics, when they're playing like at their best as a team, are a better team. But on the other hand, the Warriors have like a collection of like really super talented players that are better than the Celtics players.
I kind of see what he's saying.
Hank still.
I don't understand what you're saying at all.
I kind of see
the
what he's
Patriots
saying.
were underdogs that no one expected to win. The Celtics, obviously, people thought they were going to win the series.
I mean, it was basically a coin flip going in. And
Right,
again,
that's not the case with the greatest show on turf.
I would not be shocked if the Celtics win this series. That's why I'm not sitting here being like the Celtics are dead, the Warriors are like that's part of this series that has me in a mental pretzel because I've seen the Celtics play at their peak and think that they are better than pretty much everyone. And then I've seen the Warriors execute in fourth quarter situations where the Celtics have pissed down their legs. And I'm like, you better not have it be close because the Warriors will just figure out a way. That's kind of where I've landed. And it's got to be a little scary, Hank, knowing that Steph, like he most likely won't have a game like that again.
Yeah.
Because he looked so off right from the start too. He missed his first free throw. He missed a layup, which like his touch was just off. And so I don't know if it was just truly like I love that we always do the is Steph injured whenever he has a bad game. I think he just was off. Shooters have bad nights. So and he still found a way to be productive.
Also, the Rams were only 7-point favorites, so it's not like massive underdogs.
We've just broken the record for like dumbest sports.
So you're saying
takes
that
on the first 20 minutes of the show. I like it. I like where we're at.
Let's get
This is
dumber.
what this sport.
Would the 2001
this is what this show is.
No, now I'm dug in. Yeah.
Would the
I'm dug
2001
in now.
Patriots beat the 2022 Warriors?
2001 Patriots.
I'll tell you what.
I think the 2017 Warriors would win. They'd be favored by double digits over the 2001 Patriots because Tom Brady wasn't Tom Brady yet.
Yeah.
Just like Jason Tatum right now might not be Jason Tatum when we look back at his career 30 years from now.
I think
That's just so.
that
makes
boom.
no sense.
I know
that makes perfect sense.
He was first team All NBA.
I think the 2017 Warriors could beat a super team of the 2001 Patriots and Rams.
What about the Bulls?
Obviously the game has changed. The Warriors in 2017 were insane. Like I feel like I'm taking crazy pills when I keep talking about the Warriors from that year. Like, do we remember how good they were? That's why the KD thing, when everyone says, "Oh, Andrew Wiggins is doing what KD does," it's like sort of, but the Warriors have had moments where they've struggled in these. They were down like 50 to the Grizzlies. Like it hasn't been easy for them throughout these playoffs. The 2017 Warriors, it was easy for them.
Also, the Rams were 14-point favorites. I messed that up, so there we go.
First half line.
First half line. I was talking about the first half. In the first half, these Celtics can hang with anybody, including Secretary.
All right, Billy, put a bow on this entire, maybe the dumbest back and forth we've ever had as a show, which I actually thought was very entertaining because we've introduced new debates that have never been. Who else right
also
now?
quickly
in
clarify
sport-
why you said Rams.
But who else in the
I thought you didn't know what he was talking about.
who else in the sports world is doing a comparison of the 2017 Warriors to the 2001 Rams? No one right now.
I wanted to add 2017 Warriors versus 2007 Patriots.
Oh,
No, that would be 2018 or 2016.
2016 Warriors.
Yeah.
That's like straight
73
up.
and
You know what?
9.
I think we drew inspiration from Chris Webber doing the Wes Welker.
yeah, no,
Draymond
I think
Green.
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and so we've been Weberized.
By the way, they both wore 83 on the football field.
Oh shit! There
yeah,
we go.
Draymond played tight end like in a spring practice. I think he was on the roster for a year too, and they both wore 83. So that's pretty much all it is. Okay, are we good? How do you give us your prediction?
Hank's just mad.
No, I'm actually trying to. I'm actually.
Hank was determined.
I'm giving some
derail
thought.
this show.
I'm actually giving some thought into whether or not the Patriots' undefeated season loss was worse than the Warriors' 73-9 season loss. And I actually don't know. I think the Patriots is probably worse.
Yeah,
You think so? But the Warriors, they have the 3-1 thing.
True.
And
the Patriots were never up huge in that Super Bowl.
and that Warriors team would be. I mean, it would be hard to argue. Again, it's hard to be like 90s versus 2000 because the game has changed so much. I still think that if you put Michael Jordan on a court, he's going to win no matter what. But that team would have been 73-9 and won a title, and it would have been hard to argue against them. I don't know.
I'm going to say
These are good debates.
Celtics in 7, or they get boat raced.
I completely agree with
I think there's a percentage chance that they are gassed and there's nothing left in the tank, and the reason they're not executing down the stretch is because they just don't have like the stamina or like the wherewithal to push through. And obviously, they have 2 more games left. That's a lot.
if you get like a nuclear Clay or Steph early in Game 6, it could really like take the air out of the building. I could see that. Yeah. Okay, so you're saying either Celtics win or they lose.
I'm saying Celtics in 7,
So if they go 7,
It's
or
either
they
Celtics
or
in
they
7,
get whomped.
or it's the Warriors in 6.
I think it's Warriors in 6 or 7 or Celtics in 7.
I think it's probably Warriors. If the Warriors lose in the next game, I'm putting 50-50.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. It's anyone's Game 7.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to go maybe more like minus 150 Warriors.
That sounds,
Game 7.
because it is going to be at home. Yeah. You think Steph Curry playing in front of his parents while they were both in the stands with their boyfriends and girlfriends had something to do with his off night?
I don't know. Maybe Billy. Now truly
Who
finish
gets
this
the
argument.
game ball, Billy?
Yeah. Of this debate.
You can also give it to
Del Curry.
okay.
Okay.
Why does the 2012 Heat ever get mentioned?
The 2012 Heat?
Yeah.
That was the team that lost to
'Cause
the
they-
Thunder. No,
No, the
that was the team that beat the
Yeah.
Matt. No,
No, they beat the Thunder.
They beat the
lost to
Thunder. They lost to
Mavs,
Mavs the
and
year
then
before.
They beat the Spurs and lost to the Spurs.
that was a very good team.
They lost to the Mavs, and then the NBA was like, LeBron needs to win a championship.
No,
Here
that
you
was
go.
a very good team. That was the team I think that won like 25 or 30 in a row in the regular season.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact number.
And I think like KG got hurt, so it wasn't even like a real. They didn't really win the East.
Yeah, that's actually a great question. Was that the worst finals ever?
Who'd they beat? The Spurs?
they beat the Thunder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically actually, honestly, and it's scary to say because the Thunder never made it back, but it's pretty similar to what's going on now.
Just in the world in general?
A great team of superstars playing versus a super young group of up and comers.
Oh, kind of like the Rams and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. Thank you, Hank.
no, but up and coming superstars. Up and coming superstars.
Who are name
Harden.
all the superstars on the Warriors right now?
Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins.
Okay,
Klay Thompson.
I would say most people wouldn't say Andrew Wiggins is a superstar.
He's been the second.
He has played like a superstar in this series.
It's the birth of a star. A star is born.
He's the number 1 draft pick.
Okay, you're right. Actually, you got me there because I always agree with that. So you did checkmate me. Because the number 1, Anthony Bennett, to put a total bow on it, Anthony Bennett probably would be the best player in this series if he was out there.
By the way, he's in the P League.
Oh,
Taiwan.
Oh, okay. The P League.
League.
That's very funny.
That was probably the last letter that they had. Like all the other letters had been taken for other developmental leagues.
Yeah.
All right.
The motto of the league is something interesting, really interesting.
Oh,
Oh,
I like the P League.
That's like Taiwanese Jake instead
Yeah.
of Wild.
Yeah.
Something interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Really interesting.
Okay, let's do Hot Seat Cool Throne. Brought to you by our friends at Coors Light. Summer is full of official events like weddings, graduations, and annual 4th of July barbecues. But everyone knows the best parts of summer are the unofficial ones. This summer, Coors Light is the official beer of everything unofficial, celebrating those moments that truly make summer chill. I love the unofficial moment of just sitting on the back porch on a Friday, having some tunes on, week's over, Coors Light, ice cold, Blue Mountains in my hand. There's only one beer out there that's literally made to chill, and that's Coors Light. The mountains on the bottles and cans even turn blue when your beer is cold. That way you always know when it's time to chill. Summer chill starts with Coors Light. Make the most of your summer with a chance to win exclusive chill merch, fun local experiences, even a trip to New York, Chicago, or L.A. Enter to win at CoorsLight.com/take. Sweepstakes ends August 15th, 2022. Game ends September 6, 2022, 50 states and D.C., 21 plus, void where prohibited. For rules, visit CoorsLightSummer.com. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Make sure you send us your Blue Mountains because we love to see them every single weekend. Coors Light, the chillest, most delicious beer in the world. Okay, Hank, Hot Seat Cool Throne.
I would really quickly.
We're going to go back to this?
4 words or less. Official prediction.
I said mine. I said Warriors in 6 or 7, or
No, I
Celtics
said
in
4
7.
words. No, 4 words or less.
Okay, Celts or maybe Warriors.
You're the worst.
Dubs or Celts.
Scared to make a take. Never thought I'd see the day.
Okay.
All right, fine, fuck it. Celtics. Hank's Celtics are it's a 3-game
6
Wait,
or
no,
7.
I'll stick with what I said to start the series. I think Warriors in 7.
I think Celtics in 7. That's what I said at the start too.
All right.
What's your prediction?
Celtics in 6.
Or
They win by so many points on aggregate.
see, you're over here demanding takes
I think
from
Celtics
us.
in 6 is this prediction. Yeah, wait, you have
That
to
would be
predict
crazy
it
if
now.
they did it on
No,
aggregate.
this like I said, I couldn't sleep. I was up in bed. Dante posted a blog about aliens in Chicago, and I legitimately had the thought of like what happens if like an alien attack happens and they have to stop the finals. Like, would the Warriors try and claim a title up 3-2? We don't have to keep going. But that, like, I was running through the motions.
I
Like
swear to
maybe I was
God.
like maybe an alien invasion will happen and they'll stop the series.
I swear to God, we're not high, but this has been one of my the funnest part of my takes ever.
That would
Just
be
by the bouncing off the walls we've done on all these takes.
It'd be an all-time Woj bomb when he tweeted out like the game tonight has been postponed. Parentheses aliens.
Oh my! And Windy, we can get into Windy
just-
later.
Windy would be the first one.
Did you
abducted.
see what he said last night?
Windy would get hauled onto
What?
the UFO and they'd be cutting his spleen
His
open
hair
within
looks
5
awesome.
minutes.
Windy had an all-time. We don't have to get
This
into
show has just been everyone throwing a take at the wall and seeing if it sticks.
Monstars
his
in
take-
2017.
His take was basically not only do you have to beat the Warriors on the court, you have to beat them because they pay so much money to their players.
Oh yeah, they are like they have spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't that?
But like,
isn't that what salaries are?
Right.
yeah, correct.
I'm
right.
confused.
Like I was like thinking about, I was like joking around, like, yeah, he's making some good points, but it's also such a ridiculous take that you can't even.
Like they're kind of cheating
Yeah,
by paying their players.
that's I mean, knowing some of the owners in the NBA,
They have a
like Jerry
three-
Reinsdorf definitely would be like, that's cheating.
They have a $340 million payroll. You don't have to beat the Warriors in the court. You got to beat their checkbook. This was a checkbook win for the Warriors.
Oh shit! Asterisks.
His probably argument is like they're not all owners are created equal, and some of these guys are like the Warriors owners are insanely. They're not even Ballmer. Ballmer like could if next year they win Horse's brain will explode if the Clippers win.
Here's the real question. Not to go back to the 2017 Warriors, but
Please, let's do it.
could the 2017 Warriors win an NBA championship if they had to start Chris Paul in every game?
No, because everyone would hate each other by the end of the series.
Yeah, they
Hank,
already
what's
did
your
hate
hot
each
seat?
other. My hot seat is Kim Kardashian. Did you guys see this? I mean, she should be in jail.
What you do?
What happened?
So she took a Marilyn Monroe dress from a museum and got it retailored for like the Met Gala or some shit
What?
and destroyed it.
How did it get destroyed?
I don't even really
Her
know.
butt?
They posted before and after pictures, and I've never seen people more. I was like trying to figure out what they even did.
So
I'll send you the pictures. I don't know what they did. I think they just retailored it. But I've never seen people more upset. Basically saying they destroyed history, and like there's not. I don't know why people care so much about Marilyn Monroe anyway. I think I might have said Marilyn Manson in the beginning, but
Well, she was like universally the hottest.
goals.
Yeah. It's back in the day when there was only one true hottest.
Right. But people are really mad being like, oh, there's not even that much. Like, this should have been in a museum, and people are like, it wasn't a museum. Like, Kim Kardashian, like, took it out of the museum.
I remember when the Met Gala happened, there was one person whose job, and like this blew my mind. There was a person getting mad on Twitter because their job was to be a caretaker of historical dresses in museums. Not even of this dress, but that's like their job at a different museum.
Right.
And they saw that Kim Kardashian was wearing this dress, and they flipped out because they're like, do you know all the care that goes into it? And I saw that. I was like, this is the most Twitter thing ever, having like one person get super upset about their niche job. And then it turns out that person was like 100% correct, I guess.
Yes.
Because Kim Kardashian's ass destroyed Marilyn Monroe's iconic dress.
I'm down with this move just because it's a very funny, like, evil villain. Like, you know, everyone talks about Bezos and Elon Musk and, like, robots and stuff. And, like, the true evil billionaire is Kim Kardashian's ass just breaking dresses.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of being a billionaire if you can't take historical artifacts and break them with your ass?
Yeah. Facts.
Agreed. My cool throne is I have a couple of Little Caesars.
Okay.
Yeah.
They are the new official sponsor of the NFL.
Hell yes.
People are roasting them online.
Why?
With that announcement, because Little Caesars is trash.
What?
It is trash.
That's elitist of you.
Trash
You and
pizza.
Jake should go out to dinners together because
I loved Pizza Hut, by the way. Pizza Hut.
No, Pizza Hut
great,
is very good.
Fantastic pizza. Was my birthday dinner every year as a kid.
Pizza Hut buffet.
What can I get for birthday dinner? You can have anything. I want Pizza Hut. Great fucking food.
people
So I'm not
forget-
an elitist.
people forget
Little Caesars is just trash.
that
It's like not pizza.
Little Caesars hot and ready pizza for $5. Like you're forgetting where you came from. If you never were broke and had to eat Little Caesars hot and readies 5 nights a week, it's not as
Whoa.
Pizza.
yeah.
You had Little Caesars 5 nights a week?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, no, I literally used to go to Little Caesars every single day for my dinner. I would have Little Caesars 5 nights a week because it was affordable, and it's pizza, and it's fucking melted cheese on bread with tomato sauce. I can choke that down 5 nights a week, no problem.
My move was just to buy a bag of 20 pounds of frozen chicken from Sam's Club and just eat that every night.
That's also
It was like 20
value-conscious
pounds for
decision.
like $19.99. It was not good chicken.
That's way healthier than eating Little Caesars 5 nights a week. I'm actually shocked, though, that Little Caesars was able to afford to become the official sponsor of the
Yeah,
NFL.
good
That
for them.
Seemed like that would be a little outside their cap range.
Yeah.
They out pizzaed the Hut.
Yeah.
They did, Bill.
True.
They did. And then my other cool throne was just Meek Mill. I talked about it when they did the flip underneath the Sixers thing and just how like hilarious of a character he is. But he posted a workout video. I just sent it to the group where he is shoulder pressing a barbell with one hand, and it's like, Billy, please break it down. Break it down as a fitness guy for the listeners.
He's got what looks like actually to be a light bar, not a 45-pound bar, and he has looks like maybe 5 or 10-pound bumpers,
I think they're 5 pounds, yeah.
and he's just going one arm.
I saw someone tweet it and be like, how is it that Meek Mill does everything incorrectly?
Yeah, it's just a hilarious video.
Yes.
Hilarious dude. So shout out to Meek Mill.
Okay.
Shout out to McMill.
PFT, your hot seat cool throne.
My hot seat is Jake for missing this stat. I didn't see Jake put the stat out here. It's wild.
Oh yeah, Vlad.
Yeah,
All right, I knew it, but I didn't say it. So.
All right.
you
say
kept it to yourself.
Say it.
So Vlad,
Please don't
That sounds
keep
like a
wild
lie.
stats
Yeah,
to
that
yourself.
sounds like a lie.
Yeah, that you actually
No,
turned
I
into Billy for a second
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Like I already saw it. I was going to say it, but I didn't.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't say I was going to say it. I just decided I saw it.
You kept
Okay.
it for yourself, which I'm telling you right now, do not keep any wild
Okay.
stats to
I will
yourself.
stop.
Okay.
Going forward.
Yep.
So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has 87 home runs and an OBP 363 in his first 403 MLB career games. Any guesses what Vladimir Guerrero Sr. had in his first 403 MLB games?
The exact same.
87 home runs and a 363 OBP.
Damn.
There's there's another wild one that you missed as well.
Whoa. Give
Jake.
it to us. Jake.
Hold on,
Are you
keep going.
slipping on wild stats?
I'll fold it up. This is super wild.
All right.
That was really the only one that I had for. I just thought that it was despicable that Jake missed it.
Are you aware of the MLB's all-time home run leaders list?
Go on.
Number 122, Cecil Fielder, 319.
Who?
Cecil. Tied for number 122. Prince
R.I.P. the
Fielder,
Lion.
319.
Oh, okay.
That's wild.
Did you say
That is
that's wild?
That is wild.
That's wild.
That's wild. Confirmed wild. Okay. That is a wild stat.
And then my cool throw is chaos in the Washington football team, or the Commanders, whatever they're calling themselves this week. It's been a wild week, and today it was an all-time press conference moment. They were talking about Ron Rivera and the $100,000 fine that he levied against Jack Del Rio, and Pete Haley from NBC said Ron Rivera has read the First Amendment, quote, over and over in light of Jack Del Rio's remarks last week, and has a copy of it on his desk, he said.
Whoa.
Wants to make it clear he takes it very seriously. Ron Rivera has a copy. I just want to repeat that. Ron Rivera has a copy of the First Amendment that he keeps on his desk that he reads over and over again all the time. And there's no other team that I think could get into this kind of controversy.
A First Amendment off.
A First Amendment controversy before minicamp even starts, besides the Washington Commanders. But I've realized going through all this that, like, I secretly love the chaos that goes along with rooting with this team. Can you imagine rooting for a stable franchise? How fucking boring that must be.
I can't either.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, rooting for these just, like, dumpster fires of organizations, it provides a lot of content and a lot of I don't know, just, like, excitement in my life.
Yeah.
I feel alive whenever I'm reading, like, a Washington Commanders headline, because I don't know if it's going to be about our wide receiver holding out that we won't pay, or if it's going to be about, like, Dan Snyder getting called before Congress again. Actually, that's Dan Snyder probably has a copy of the Fifth Amendment on his desk, and Ron Rivera has the first. So we've got 20% of the Bill of Rights covered.
Yeah, you got it all there in the nation's capital.
It's very appropriate.
Yeah. All right, my hot seat is Nike. I don't know if you guys saw this Twitter thread that was out there. It was a few days ago, but a guy named Trung Fan, I think he's a business reporter, and he did a story about how Nike could have signed Steph Curry back in 2012, I believe. And they showed up to the meeting. They didn't bring an executive. They brought like a middle manager guy. They mispronounced Steph's name wrong. And then they did a presentation. And on the presentation, it was watermarked Kevin Durant. And that's why Steph ended up with Under Armour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like all-time bungling of a generational superstar.
You have to imagine that they probably would have won the championship in 2017 or 2016 if he was wearing Nikes instead of those chefs.
Yeah, but could you imagine, like, if you're thinking back to that, and like you could have had the guy for, relatively cheap considering how good he is. I think Under Armour was like $4 million or something.
How many people do you think got fired for that mistake?
A lot. It's just a crazy story that they would do that to a guy like Steph Curry. Obviously, he wasn't Steph Curry then. But also, hot seat, anyone who hasn't bought our July 4th merch, which is out now, go to the Barstool Sports store. It is sick. We got all new merch for 4th of July. My cool throne is Brooks and Bryson. So Brooks had a comment at the U.S. Open that was basically like, stop asking questions about the Live Golf Tour. You're basically taking away from our U.S. Open and our in the PGA Tour. He's right. I'm happy that someone spoke up about that, because he was essentially like, we're just giving them press when every press conference everyone does is a question about Live Golf and not the U.S. Open, which is taking place this weekend.
They're also asking him basically to talk shit about his brother.
Yeah.
So if you ask Brooks that question, if Brooks answers in any way, any form, the way that you want him to answer by asking him that question, he's basically saying, like, I hate my brother.
Yeah, right. And then Bryson, as much as we don't like him, he was the first answer that I saw that was like, okay. He basically was like, yeah, it was financial, and I also don't have to play as much golf. I can, like, have more of a life. And then it was like, hey, someone finally answered why they're doing the Live Golf instead of being like, mumbles of words and these weird, like, reasonings. He's just like, yeah, it was financial.
It's for money.
It was for money,
What do you
which
think?
is what is I'm like, appreciate his honesty.
Yeah, except maybe not total honesty because he's like, I'm excited to spend all this extra time with all my friends.
Yeah.
It's like, wait,
You don't have any.
back
Yeah.
up for a second,
Yeah.
Bryson.
Yeah.
Rory is like really, really riding hard for the PGA.
Yeah.
It's kind of cringe.
Which I like it.
No,
I
don't
like
think,
it.
I don't think it's cringe.
He was like,
we're
oh
doing
yeah,
cringe
like
now.
I won the fucking Canadian Open last week. That means something. It's like, does it?
Is that cringe?
I'm going to say no.
Right.
Yeah.
The majors mean something.
But I kind of like.
It's the 8th major.
I do like the rivalry though.
Yeah. No, it's a very WWE,
Yeah, but like if the Live Tour goes on 10 more
WCW.
years, it could mean something. Like everything doesn't mean anything its first year.
Yeah. They're building something.
The course looks
You,
awesome.
you fuck with the vision? Let's build.
No, I just think Rory, what is it? Rory's a bootlicker.
Wait.
No.
What would that make
No.
the guys that are bootlicking the Live Tour?
Yeah. Those might be the bootleg.
I think here's
No,
the thing.
they're just paid assassins.
If you're
I like the spin zone.
if you're
You
getting
should be working with Greg Norman.
Hit me up,
the bottom line is if you have a boss,
Norman.
to a certain extent, you are a bootlicker.
Yeah. You're going to have to lick a boot at some point.
Not me.
Yeah, that's true. We have to lick your boots. All right, Billy, hot seat, cool throne.
We may have brushed over this earlier, but my hot seat's Jason Tatum. Another cool stat. He has bypassed LeBron James as having the most turnovers by a player in a single postseason. He has 95. So not the MVP type performance we've been expecting. A lot of turnovers.
I would, if I had to vote right now, I'd vote Steph as the Warriors, and I'd vote Robert Williams. Maybe his stats aren't there, but if you watch this series, Robert Williams is the most impactful Celtic.
So
I just don't think there's any shot that if the Celtics do win, then it's not Tatum.
Yeah, I agree.
I've changed my mind though. I think the funniest
Like
possible outcome
you're still
is if the Warriors win and Jason Tatum goes off in the next 2 games for like 50 points each, and then Jason Tatum gets the MVP in a losing effort. Now,
Yeah.
that would be the funniest outcome
Yeah,
for
that
Billy.
would.
I think Jaylen Brown's playing much better, but
He can't
Excuse me?
dribble.
Excuse
He
me.
can't dribble.
You didn't watch the game.
Yeah, you don't know
I
ball.
think
Hey,
his foot is just
Billy just
No,
knows
I-
how he is.
I
Billy.
actually
I did watch the game
oh,
Do me a
yeah,
favor,
right.
Billy, you don't know ball.
I don't. I just
I'm
like
fucking with you.
some
That's
things
what
get me
people
too
love
mad.
to say.
You're
online.
casual.
Yeah, they're like, you don't know ball, bro.
And my other hot seat is Sharknado. Move over, Sharknado. We now have a Sharkcano, which is a bunch of
this is
sharks
crazy.
in a
Oh,
volcano.
yeah. I saw that.
So a
It
bunch
sounds
of
like an awesome novelty drink.
right, but you guys remember Sharknado, a little sci-fi movie. Summer of Sharknado was pretty cool back in the day. Well, now there is real life sharks who have adapted to living inside of a volcano in the middle of the ocean.
How is that possible?
I call bullshit.
Isn't it magma?
They have adapted to swimming in the extra hot waters and the different acidity they've adapted to.
I call
and
bullshit.
some have said that their skin has become heat resistant and they're able to thrive in these.
This is one of those stories that
Hot
science
temperatures.
just releases so that everyone gets interested in science.
Yeah.
I call bullshit.
It's like how
I'm with
every
you, Billy. I believe
Shark
it.
Tank.
every
I
like
I
2
read the
weeks
same.
there's an article that comes out. Oh, we think we found life on Mars.
Yeah,
Again.
right. Like, you're just trying to get us interested in science. Not going to work.
Yeah, NASA's
Well,
just straight
The
up
NBA
clickbait.
finals are on.
When the Sharkcano explodes and a bunch of sharks that are volcanic land everywhere, like in Sharknado,
And
you'll be like, "Whoa, Sharkcano!"
I'll step on them and because they're not going to be in water.
Yep. Cool throne. Zach
That one.
Zach Wilson has been having great training camp. He went 8 for 9 in 11-on-11 drills.
Nice.
You know,
Nice.
some are saying that he's looking extra crispy in camp.
That's never happened.
Extra crispy Zach Wilson.
It's getting pretty serious.
So what's your projected stat line for Zach Wilson week 1 next year?
The exact same one I said before. I think it was like 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Okay. Nice.
And I think he passed over 50%. Also,
All right.
other cool throne, zoos. There was a dog that was a stray dog ran into a gorilla enclosure and they didn't shoot the gorilla. So cool throne zoos.
that was one of the best hyper specific hot seat cool thrones. It was like your Tatum bet for veganism, science fact, Jets quarterback, gorillas.
I actually think
Wait, it's not over. There's
that
one
was
more.
bingo. That was Billy Bingo.
But I also think that if you go back and you look at all 4 of our hot seat cool thrones so far, our listeners should be able to get 100% right assigning who picked which one.
Yeah.
If it was like a blind test.
Yeah, but that was
Maybe we should put out that graphic.
Yeah, okay,
Sure.
what's your last one?
Last one, there was a new border drawn between North America and Europe. There was a island that Canada and Denmark have been sort of having a proxy war over, but it's more like a funny, like they like put Canadian whiskey and then they'll like put some Danish drink.
It's like a mare's bet.
Yeah,
but for
they
geography.
decide just to split the island, and now there's a new border between the North America and Europe, which is weird because they're across the sea from each other.
That is weird. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nice. Good job, Billy. I enjoyed that hot seat cool throne very much.
My hot seat is fake Klay Thompson.
Oh, yes.
He has been banned for life from the Chase Center. He walked through 5 layers of security and put up shots on the court for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
But he got
on
caught.
Monday night.
He must be a
Yeah.
pretty good shooter, right? To be out there for 10 minutes and not
It's a
get
long
caught.
time.
It was early. I think it was very, like, way before any players were out there. And he tweeted, he was like, do I regret, like, giving up $10,000 tickets? Because he didn't get to go to the game. He's like, no, I was an NBA player for 10 minutes.
That's pretty
So,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's tough. My cool throw is Joey Votto. A little girl made a sign, will you make a TikTok with me?
Yep.
And he did on the field.
I saw that.
Pretty cool.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was beautiful.
So,
Good for Joey
that's
Votto.
that. Yeah.
Okay, good job, boys. Let's get to Ryan Whitney. Ryan Whitney's brought to you by our friends at Helix Sleep. Why would you buy a mattress made for someone else? With Helix, you're getting a mattress that you know will be perfect for the way you sleep. Helix Sleep has a quiz that takes just 2 minutes to complete and matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. Everybody's unique, and Helix knows that, so they have several different mattress models to choose from. They have soft, medium, and firm mattresses. Mattresses great for cooling you down if you sleep hot, like I do. Mattresses great for spinal alignment to prevent morning aches and pains. Even a Helix Plus mattress for plus-size sleepers. I feel like this ad was written for me. I took the quiz, and I was matched with the Helix Midnight Luxe mattress because I wanted something that felt medium firm for my back. So if you're looking for a mattress, you take the quiz, you order the mattress that you're matched to, and the mattress comes right to your door, shipped for free. You don't ever need to go to a mattress store again. Just go to helixsleep.com/take. Take their 2-minute sleep quiz, and they'll match you to a customized mattress that will give you the best sleep of your life. They have a 10-year warranty, and you get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you will. Helix even has financing options and flexible payment plans, so a great night's sleep is never far away. Helix is offering up to $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/take. That is $200 off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners at helixsleep.com/take. Okay, here he is, Ryan Whitney. Okay, we now welcome on our very good friend, Ryan Whitney. He was supposed to be our guest a couple weeks ago when he got held hostage by the country of Canada. That's why we ended up with a drunk Biz. Whit, it's good. It was. He was hammered. He actually said, I don't know.
He was loaded.
I don't know if you listened to any of it, but he basically did like 15 minutes of shout outs to the TNT crew. Like everyone.
Yeah, he made your show just his like thank you, please to TNT to keep hiring him.
Part of my take is the credits to Spittin' Chicklets.
Yes, it was incredible. But we were happy he filled in because you were being held hostage. So can you tell everyone the whole story that maybe doesn't know it? Because I saw today, it was retweeted on my timeline. There are now Canadian politicians who are mentioning you by name, who are like, listen to Whit. This guy gave an impassioned speech in whatever Congress or Senate is in Canada, Parliament. I don't know.
The Moose Lodge.
Yeah, you're becoming like you've ignited an international incident, and I think you're making change. Like you've created change, right?
Oh yeah, there's been change. Little did we know it would take an American, a scrub former hockey player American, to lose his mind at Pearson International Airport, the worst airport on earth, to end up causing the Canadian Parliament to end up finally making some decisions that'll help out their citizens. I mean, we had this guy today, Michael Barrett. He's my new best friend, I think. He's saying, will the Prime Minister listen to Whit?
That's the guy. That's the guy. And I'm wondering, side note on that, he said Ryan Whitney Spittin' Chicklets fame. Does that hurt a little bit?
No, it actually feels amazing.
Okay, because I was going to say, like, you played in the league for a long time. You
Yeah,
also
but I'm better at this.
Yeah, but you also have a liquor. Like if you'd said Pink Whitney fame, that would have been.
Oh,
pretty
that would have
cool.
been a little cooler because we probably would have sold a couple more bottles based on that.
Yeah, that's true. But so you just got locked. Like you got locked in the entire country of Canada for 48 hours.
Yeah, long story short, got into Canada, waited about 3 hours from the worst, like somewhat. I actually can't even say it's like a normal scenario getting through U.S. Customs in Canada, but they have the worst setup ever. Waited 3 hours, finally got through, waited another 3 hours. They closed the line that we were in, went to another line. They ended up closing that line. So then had to get in the line to get back into Canada to then stay in a hotel for about 2 hours till I had to report to my flight the next morning. In which I finally got about 2-3 hours of sleep, got back to the airport. I was told that in those 3 hours, they had switched my flight to another flight to Montreal instead of to Boston, and it was so close that I couldn't make it. So at that point, the mind was, but Big Cat, if BFT, you could have. I was having a legitimate meltdown as they told me. Like I was like, I'm not getting home. I am Tom Hanks in the terminal. And so I talked about on Chicklets. It took me about 30 minutes to describe what just happened, and I just did it in 3 seconds for you guys. Maybe that means I shouldn't have spent 30 minutes last Chicklets describing it. But I went into such detail that, yeah, all of a sudden, like the thing went so crazy viral that all these politicians in Canada were like, this is a joke. And then people say, like, this is classic. People say, like, oh, like, quit your whining, you baby. You're a fucking baby. Everyone deals with this. It's like, yeah, sorry, bitch. I have a following. Like, what am I going to do? Like, sorry, people are listening to me just because, yeah, I know everyone's the same when they're stuck in an airport. But if you have a big following and you could get out and maybe show some people what's actually going on in certain airports, yeah, I'm going to do it. So I did. And now all of a sudden, I think Canada is going to be renamed after me.
Yeah, or at least they're going to pass a law named like Whitney's Law. It sounds like if you played in the league, you shouldn't have to go through customs.
It's like somebody was writing like Whitford Prime Minister joking around. There's so many responses. He's not even from Canada. Like, thanks, Tips.
I mean, it was the whole thing. I felt bad for you because it really was like our little piece of it was that we were supposed to have you on PMT that night, and you're like, I land at 3:30.
Remember that? Yeah, we talked.
Yeah. You're like, I have a 5-hour layover. I'm going to go through customs. Then I'll zoom in while I'm sitting for my flight. And next thing you know, like 2 days pass, and it's like, wait, he's still in Canada? What the fuck?
I have a beard, and I'm in Terminal 1 at Toronto Pearson Airport right now.
Oh.
And then like, what else was I just gonna say happened that involved? Oh yeah, and like in terms of like us trying to do the show, I kept being like, I got 2 more hours to do. Pardon my take. Finally, I was like, I'm never getting on Biz.
It seems to me like sour grapes because it seems like we have their cup, and now they kidnap one of our podcasters.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I really thought I was never leaving. And this is what I was thinking. So I left Edmonton at about 10 or not. Like I left the hotel at 9 a.m. RA left the hotel at 11 p.m. for like a 12:45 p.m. flight red eye and got home before me.
Oh,
that's so funny.
no.
Like RA is the one that they let breeze through customs.
Yeah.
Like this
the
guy's
guy
probably
that's carrying all the drugs.
Yeah. I will give you credit. Like you were till the last second. You're like, I can still do it. And then finally, you're like, I think I'm screwed. And then flash forward, you're still there for.
And I'm like, you don't want me on in this
Yeah.
state I'm in. Although I do say, I think I kept a pretty level head. Like that video I put. I mean, realistically, like if you told me what happened and then you said you're gonna make a video after this happens, I would have thought I'd be like screaming and scratching myself, and I was pretty much just, all right, I'm in hell right now.
Do you know what they need to do now that I'm thinking about it? Because I had nothing close to what you had on Sunday getting back from San Francisco, but it was delays and bullshit getting jerked around. They should really have one of those break rooms where you can go in and you can just smash shit. Because that would be incredible. Like if you're delayed enough, you can pay like 20. And fuck the United Club, fuck the Delta Club. I don't want like that stupid mix they give you and like one free Diet Coke. I want to go in and I want to smash a TV. I want to punch something. I want to smash something, and then I'll come out and I'll be like, all right, I'm fine. I'll sit here and deal with the delay.
I want to office space a printer while I wait for my fourth delay.
Because you have that feeling of hopelessness where you're like, nothing will change. and you just want to punch something.
You know what they
So-
should give you? They should give you like one of the planes that they're taking out of commission and let you go beat the fuck out of an airplane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They should.
Let you rip an oxygen mask out of the top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just go fucking bananas.
I also love the people I know you guys deal with. Like I was like, this is hell on earth, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you been to Ukraine? Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
here we go.
That's always gonna
Yeah,
happen.
fuck, I haven't been to Ukraine. No shit, Ukraine's worse than my fucking airport.
All right,
Lounge.
so let's talk some Stanley Cup final. I know you're going to be here next week. We'll probably have you and Biz on together next week in person, but
Love it.
let's talk some Stanley Cup final because we're going to run this on Wednesday morning when the first game one is happening. Tell me I'm crazy, but I've loved watching the Avs. They're incredible. I think the Lightning are going to win, and I don't understand why they're underdogs. Like I don't get it.
I'm with you, Big Cat. It doesn't make any sense. It makes me very weary of like how the series is going to go. Almost like, is Colorado going to win in 4 or 5 based on that number? I think plus 150 the last time I saw it. So we just did our preview with the Chicklets boys, and R.A., Grinelli, and myself all picked the Lightning, and Biz is on the Avs.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
I think, yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I said. I go,
Yeah.
perfect. Only thing is Elio, our boy Elio's on Tampa. So I lean towards goaltending. It's like I said it on the show. It's like having the number one ace pitcher. It's like having the best quarterback, having the goalie that is the best in the world. It's like, how am I going to pick against that? I've honestly also said I will not pick against Tampa until they lose. I picked them to win the past 2 Stanley Cups. So I'm not going against the grain here. They have this ability. Well, with their forwards up front, they can shut down any forwards because of the goaltending. They can shut down a power play, even though the Rangers power play was buzzing. But it's just such a complete team that even though Colorado has McKinnon and Makar after Connor McDavid is probably the best player in the league. It's like McDavid, Matthews, Makar, just mix and jumble them up. But this guy is such a game breaker, like a legitimate modern day Bobby Orr. I know it sounds crazy, but once you see him play, a lot of people who I think will tune into this cup final who are maybe just fringe hockey fans will probably see and be like, oh my God, what am I watching with this kid? So the best defenseman in the world. But even having said with McKinnon and him, they got the Kadri injury. Now he could play, and he's such a big factor on this team. Not only is he a great player, but he's a rat. He gets in your face. He pisses you off. And he had to have surgery. So, like, his thumb is obviously messed up. If he's able to play, he's going to be able to shoot the puck. He'll still be able to get under people's skin, but he's so good actually producing points. That's a huge loss. And on the other side, Tampa's best player besides Big Cat, the goalie, is Braden Point. And now it sounds like he's going to be back. Maybe not game one,
really?
but early in the series. They've gone 8-2 without him. I mean, they swept Florida, who won the President's Trophy. They just beat New York 4 straight. They didn't even have him. So to get him back, it's like the loss of Kadri, the addition of Point, and the difference in goaltending, because no matter who plays, Francouz or Kemper in Colorado, Vasilevsky's on a different planet. So I don't understand the plus 150 number. It's so confusing to me, but I don't care. I'm with Tampa.
I feel like the experience of the goaltending is way more important in the Stanley Cup Finals. Like being in that situation in the past 2 years, that probably, I don't know, maybe you can tell me, do you think it makes more of a difference for a goaltender to have been there before or just, a random defenseman out there?
I think a goaltender, yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, the one thing is that is true in terms of the cup finals that the Tampa's won. Dallas 2 years ago in the bubble was a good team that got hot at the right tambut totally overmatched. And last year, Montreal was one of the worst teams to ever be in the finals. So this is the first time that Tampa's had a true test in terms of like who they're battling against for that final step, that final 4 games you need to win to get the cup. So that's what maybe Vegas is looking at, that they haven't played a team this good in the cup final yet. And the other good thing is for the fringe hockey fan and even the diehard hockey fan out there, as the season began, I would actually love to maybe look and see what I told you guys back in the middle or early in the season. It was like, these were the 2 teams that everyone kind of saw standing above and beyond everyone else. And the fact that they're meeting and matching up with every game on ABC. It's the first time a cup final has had every single game on national television where you don't even need a cable package to get it. So that's pretty big for the game in terms of ABC having hopefully 7 games against 2 the two premier teams in the NHL. So I haven't been this excited for a final in a long time.
It's going to be awesome. Now, like you just said, the last two Cup finals, the Lightning have not played maybe the best possible teams because the teams got hot. But could you also make the argument like they've had a tougher road to this Cup final than the Avalanche on paper because they played teams that won over 110 points? So do you think that has anything to do with like how this plays out, that the Avalanche have had there's no easy series in the Stanley Cup playoffs, but they have not played the best goalies. They have not played the best defenses. Like they haven't been tested in a way that they're going to be tested in this series.
No doubt. And then even on the flip side of that, though, it could be one of those things where Tampa's the underdog because of the rest Colorado has kind of taken with how quickly they've ended the series. I think I looked up their I think they're the 7th team to ever just lose 2 games to get to the Cup final. They went sweep, they went 4-2 second round, and then they went sweep in the third round against my Oilers. So, yeah, it's almost like because of Toronto and Florida being that good, Tampa's had such a better test and then having to beat Shesterkin and the Rangers. But then on the flip side, it's like, but has those 3 teams worn Tampa out enough that Colorado does have a leg up from only playing? I mean, what have they played? 6 and plus 8, 14 games to get here. So the thing is, Biz made a good point. Basically, Tampa is now playing Toronto with a better defense and maybe a little better bottom 6.
Okay.
So Toronto had them. They had them dead to rights. They had them down 3-2. They had them. It was it. And Tampa was able to claw and scratch their way back. Well, now they're dealing with Toronto, but even a little deeper and a little better.
Could you do the flip, though? Could you say that now?
Let's flip it again?
The Avalanche are now dealing with a better Blues team who tested them and went 6. Plays good defense, can, muck it up.
Yep.
Like, that's what I would see is, like, that's – because, Edmonton plays wide open. The Predators were just running off the ice. This is the Blues series, but the Lightning are considerably better than the Blues.
The Lightning are going to completely – attempt and probably be at least successful in certain games at just slowing down the neutral zone. So Colorado, they just have so much team speed. Like when you watch their games or their highlights in their games, you just see these teams flying through the middle of the ice, creating plays off the rush. And Colorado, Tampa's just so good at kind of figuring out how to just totally stop that momentum. And part of the reason is Anthony Cirelli. He's a guy that I would say, the fans who aren't seeing a ton of hockey don't know, but he's just this shutdown center. He can play against the top players. He played against Matthews. He played against Barkov in Florida and just played against Zibanejad in New York and really kind of stifled these guys in terms of like slowing them down 5-on-5. So McKinnon and Makar are going to have to be ready to deal with this guy who's just in your face, great skater, and like anyone else on Tampa just buys into this system. Another thing at Tampa I mentioned is Alex Killorn, who had a career year. He had 25 goals in the regular season. He had 59 points, the most he's ever had. He doesn't have a goal yet in the playoffs. So it's like at some point, this guy's going to break out. He's won the last 2 cups. He's played a big role. All of a sudden, he gets 2, 3, 4 goals in the cup final. It's just another addition with a team who's also getting back points. So I'm on Tampa. Like, I just will not pick against them. And if they win this one, I'm picking them next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's smart. What about the altitude? People don't talk about the altitude when it comes to hockey or basketball. It's only in football that we talk about the altitude. Does that make any difference whatsoever?
I think it could, but I'm guessing that Tampa's already there.
Yeah.
Probably got there yesterday, even though the game's Wednesday. Try to get used to that. But, I remember if you had a trip where you'd play the Minnesota Wild, then you had to fly to Colorado after the game. You're playing a back-to-back. That first period, you're just like, or you were just maybe a little hungover. So the air matters.
What I saw
Remember when Portnoy didn't think about the air, right?
Yeah,
like
that was
you didn't take the air into
the
effect.
Broncos. That was an all-time rundown clip where he's just like, he came after the AFC Championship game. The Broncos beat the Patriots. He's like, I didn't account for the air. Like, all right,
people only talk about it when it comes to football because it's outdoors,
right.
And so you're surrounded by the air. But people forget that the air gets into the building also.
Yes,
yeah, it does.
Same air.
Yeah, you end up breathing it in the building.
Yeah, same air.
We're gonna get back to Ryan Whitney in a second, but before we do, I want to talk to you about our great friends over at Truebill. How many subscription services are you paying for each month? Do you know? Subscriptions add up, and sometimes we don't notice the monthly deductions from our bank accounts. You know how I used to do it beforehand? I used to just wait until I'd lose my debit card and then I would get notifications in my email from every subscription where my payment wasn't going through because I got a new card, and that's how I would cancel it. That's a very inefficient way to handle your personal finances. Luckily for me, I found Truebill. You can check it out too. It's the smartest way to manage your finances. Truebill is an app that helps you identify and stop paying for subscriptions that you don't need, want, or simply forgot about. I actually just got an email the other day. Truebill canceled one of my subscriptions for me and is going to save me over $100 this year. If I added up all the different savings that I'm getting from Truebill, it's going to be about $800 a year. You can save money too. On average, people save up to $720 a year with Truebill. You can cancel subscriptions directly through their app. You can create a monthly budget and expenses as well. You can track and evaluate your savings goals. They've got a variety of tools to help customers improve their finances. They've automated savings so you can choose how much money you're going to put away weekly. And you get push notifications when you're getting close to going over your budget or when your cash is running low. Get started today at Truebill.com/take. Take control of your finances. Start saving at Truebill.com/take. That's Truebill.com/take. And now here's more Ryan Whitney.
All right, so I saw a clip of you talking about Makar, who is the best defenseman, like you said, maybe one of the best top 3 players in the entire league. Can you, for us idiots, can you explain to us what makes him so special and what he does as a defenseman, both on defense and offense, that makes him that out of this world?
So he is the best skater besides Connor McDavid in the league, the fastest, best skater. And now McDavid does it all. He's obviously a forward. He's skating forward. He's got the cutbacks. He can stop on a dime. He's got that extra level, that speed burst button that you can press playing old video games. But Makar, he does it. He opens up his hip. So if you can imagine, this guy's skating forward, all of a sudden he kind of opens up his feet, opens up his hips, and he starts gliding by people kind of facing sideways. I know it sounds so bizarre, but he's got the craziest hips I've ever seen. He'll skate up the ice. He'll open up his feet. He'll buzz by people that way. And then even if he's the first guy in offensively as defenseman, next thing you know, in the screen, you see him faster than everyone getting back. And then he, pivots, starts skating backwards, and he's caught up to the play. So it's his speed allows him to join the rush offensively. He gets back. He's the first guy back, and he's able to play 30 minutes a game. He does not get tired. It seems like he doesn't even sweat. Defensively, he throws bigger hits than people see. You can YouTube, he put Jordan Stahl, ran him over this year, and he's one of the bigger players in the league, probably 6'4", 230. He ran him over. So the guy's he's just a physical specimen. He's somebody who can do it all. He's able to do it all with ease because of his skating. He's got one of the best shots I've seen. He comes over the line if he's carrying the puck. He gets shots through, and then on the power play, he's just working the top of the blue line. He has his head up the entire time, and he just can really do it all. I know it sounds crazy, but once you see this guy play, he is a freak of nature. And so the fact that they have him not only playing defensive penalty kill, playing against top lines, then he gets on the offensive side. And I swear to God, he could be a forward in the league. He could, if you put him up front, he could probably play wing and be fine and get freaking 80 points like he does defensively. So it's just a player, a generational type talent who I love watching.
Yeah, when I saw the clip, I love anyone who talks about anything passionately. And obviously you play defense, and to hear you talk about him, I was like, well, this is, I know he's different. I've watched the games and been yeah, he's different. But to hear how excited you are to talk about him, it really hammers it home that guys who played the same position know how special he is. Do you watch it and you're man, I wish I had any of that.
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't be stuck in Pearson friggin' airport. I'd be flying a monster G5 probably myself to and from games. I I guess Mahomes, I guess is a good analogy. You're wow, something's different. It's just, if you know sports, you watch the game and you're that guy, I don't care if I've never watched hockey, that guy's different than everyone else on the ice.
Yes.
And I love that, because that's what you hope to see. And as you get older, it's these players come along that you'll just never forget. And this kid's one of them.
It's a great point too, because I love those guys who, if you sit down and you just sit with someone who's never watched this sport and you're all right, pick out the best player, and they can figure it out right away. It's
Yep.
That's it. That's why he's special. That's why he's different. That's why, he makes these plays.
Yeah, and he does. And you know what? He didn't even he signed an extension. He could have got way more, but he's kind of under the McKinnon's taking a little bit, obviously a lot less. It's like they're starting to really in Colorado figure it out. Like everyone takes a little bit less. The Penguins model, the way Crosby did it, and then all of a sudden you could try to kind of go on a little run and win a few cups, because when you got a couple guys making all the dough, it's just impossible nowadays to continue to win it at a certain level.
You're selling yourself short a little bit, though. Like, I would say that Ryan Whitney is a guy that a nice way to say it would be like, you got the absolute most out of your ability.
No, I didn't. I really didn't. I got hurt, but I also didn't have a great attitude and didn't approach the game maybe as professional as I would have liked in terms of the off-ice antics. I did not get the most out of my potential. I promise you.
So what would future Ryan Whitney say? What would like current day Ryan Whitney say if he could travel back in time and talk to Lil Whit?
Damn.
This is we're now doing what's it called?
Maybe one of those, like when you make the NHL, or I didn't think it when I made the NHL, but when you have 1 or 2 good years, you have to continue to not only keep that same work ethic, but probably even up it a little bit as you get a little older. You got to work a little harder. And as I was like, after a few good years, my first and second year, my 2 best years, it's like, I got it. I made it.
Like, this shit's easy.
Oh, this is the fucking NHL. Oh my God.
That's relatable.
Talk to me. Okay, find me another league.
What a joke.
Yeah, and then they did in Russia.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it was called the AHL and then the KHL.
Where do you stand on the touching of the trophies for the conference champions?
Oh, we actually didn't. We had that on the outline for the show today. We didn't talk about it. We didn't touch it in Pittsburgh. I saw Vasilevsky touch it, so I'm guessing he's touched it the prior 2 years. I don't know. It's like foolish to me. I mean, like, does that really affect how the Stanley Cup final goes? I don't know. Whatever makes you more comfortable playing that final series, whether you touch it or not, I could care less, though.
I feel like whatever you do, you have to do it as a team. You can't have some people.
I know. That's what was weird is Tampa only had 1 or 2 guys holding it.
Yeah, you gotta all be committed on this and say, okay, yeah, we're gonna touch the trophy because who gives a shit? Or, all right, guys, no one's touching the trophy, and everyone's on board with that.
The funny thing is, though, you talk about like, oh, don't touch the trophy. Oh, you got to touch the trophy. It's like when you go on to win or lose, it doesn't get brought up in the post-game press conference after the Cup finals. So it's like, does it really matter? It's like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
we never hear from it again.
Yeah, they've done. Yeah, I think one team that can get a pass is Tampa in this one. Just whatever they do, it's obviously been working. If they do win this one, where do they go down as like all-time teams? Because 3 in a row is insane.
It's insane. And Pat Maroon would have 4 in a row because he had the one in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Which is wild. And so the Islanders, they won 4 in a row. They actually got back to a 5th in the row, but Edmonton beat them, which kind of some people are comparing to this, where it's like this new age great team, this new age possible dynasty Colorado could knock off Tampa and end their run and start their own run. But I got to put them with the parity in today and the salary cap. Like, I have to put them top 3 greatest teams of all time. And people will say that's such recency bias because of all the dynasties the Montreal Canadiens had in the 70s, but not 32 teams, not 32 teams in the league.
And salary cap.
Islanders,
that like
no cap.
you.
It's like with what they're doing and the whole like process of how it's happened in terms of them breaking all these records and winning the President's Trophy with one of the best regular season teams of all time in 2019 to only be swept in the first round by the 8th seed Blue Jackets. For that to happen, and like that is a crossroads at an organizational level. And did they trade guys? No. Did they quit on guys? No. They made a few changes. They made a few subtle additions and subtractions probably to change how they'd play in the playoffs. And now this has happened. It's just such a cool story for how you don't want to give up and give in too early on an organization and a team that you think has enough to win. And now they've just been unbeatable. It's wild.
Okay, so
Vasilevsky, guys, like
he's incredible.
Stats around the stats around the league and in pro sports and like wild numbers and Brady's like how many conference championships games he's been to and Super Bowls he's been, but like Vasilevsky in the last I think 8 games where you could knock a team out, being 8-0, giving up 2 goals, like that has to be up there in terms of like mind-blowing stats in terms of a guy at the biggest moment being better than anyone else has ever been.
Yeah, he went 0 goals against Dallas to win the cup last year. He went 1 goal against the Islanders to close them out in Game 7, I believe, right? Yeah, and then he went.
No, that was a shutout, I think.
It says goals
They won
against
1-0.
What is that?
He gave up a goal in the in first round this series in Game 7 against Toronto, and then he gave up a goal the other night in Game 6 against the Rangers. And I think the other 6 games where they could close the series out, I don't think he's given up a goal.
Yeah, he's been insane. It's absolutely insane that he and it does feel. Tell me if I'm wrong, but it feels like the Lightning are a team where this is the mark of a great team is they get better as the series goes on.
Boom. I actually had that written down. Their worst game in every series in this run, in this, what is it now? 11 series straight. Their worst game's been Game 1.
Yeah.
And John Cooper came out and he goes, oh, we don't like playing Game 1s because there's no adjustments for us to make.
Right.
Because they're so good at all right, well, that part of the Avalanche kind of exposed us in Game 1. We can change that in Game 2. And then they just get better and better. And that's why, they are true champions. But the one thing on this series, Colorado's had the rest. So Tampa had a bunch of rest. The Rangers had played 7 games against Carolina. All of a sudden, the Rangers get out to a 2-0 lead, and Tampa's kind of rusty, and then they get rested. Their rest shows as the series goes on. Well, it could be the opposite here, where Tampa played a little longer and Colorado's been chilling. Maybe Tampa starts off nice, and then Colorado gets their legs and takes over. But I can't wait to find out because I think it's going to be the best final we've had in a long time.
So let's do some Avalanche win this series. How'd they win it? Because I don't want Avalanche fans to be like, all he did was talk up the Lightning. I probably will bet the Lightning. I said I was going to bet the Avalanche, but then I saw the number and I was like, wait, the 2-time defending Cup champions are plus 155. Okay, but what if we're sitting here in 2 weeks and the Avs won the series? Is it what is the story going to be?
Story will be that they were just able with team speed to just outskate and basically break through Tampa's championship level defense. I think that the main thing actually might be that they do get great goaltending because Tampa's going to get chances. They have such a good team no matter what. For Colorado to win this series, Kemper or Francois, whoever ends up playing is going to have to be really good. And then after that, I guarantee you, if Colorado wins, Makar and McKinnon are both monsters the entire series.
Yeah. Because
also I should mention Rantanen. He's so good, such a big horse himself as a player for the Avs, a finish forward. But I think that if goaltending's there and those 3 guys are lighting it up as they have been, Makar right now is no doubt the leader for the Conn Smythe. If Colorado does win, then that's what we'll look back and say. We'll say that the horses that we thought would light it up did, and Tampa's kind of dominance came to an end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you alluded to it earlier when you talked about the Lightning and this team being a top 3 team of all time, potentially. Let's say it. If the Lightning win the Stanley Cup, who are your top 3 teams? In order?
I would have to go the Islanders dynasties. I mean, 4 in a row. And then I think I'm obviously this is really hard, but maybe it's because I was 14 and 15 years old and it was my favorite memories as a young kid loving hockey. But the 97 and 98 Detroit Red Wings were right there. That Mount Rushmore of great teams. I love you. I know you guys love the Mount Rushmores. So that I guess I'll go with those 3. I mean, that's leaving out the Oilers. That's leaving out the Avs of 2003, I think, 2001 with Ray Bourque. There's just so many options, but the Lightning with 3 in a row in the 2020s are right there.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at your Wikipedia page right now. Actually, did you know that under your personal life, it now lists in June 2022? Whitney went viral on social media for posting a video on Twitter about his frustrations during his time at the Toronto Pearson International Airport. That's officially made your Wikipedia page now.
Yeah, that's because I put it there.
I had one last question for you, Whit, and this has been awesome. Can't wait to see you next week. The Roback question, RHOBACK.com. Use code TAKE for 20% off your first purchase. Q-Zips, hoodies, you wear them because you play golf all the time. Roback.com. Use code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase. Want to say anything about the NBA? I mean, I know you've been watching. So
I have been watching. Hometown team in the finals. I talked about this on Chicklets, but Steph Curry, how could you not like that guy? Like, and besides the fact that his dad's dating his like mom's ex,
I think that makes him more likable.
Yeah, his dad.
I love the wife swap. I love the wife swap in the Del Curry household. But Steph Curry is so unreal to watch. And like being, I'm putting in quotations, a Celtics fan, like I root for the hometown team. So I'm watching, I'm betting on them. I'm rooting for them. But after not seeing much basketball, like when he's in those fucking grooves and he has no time or space and just chucks it up and you know it's going in. It's one of the craziest things to watch in sports.
Yeah.
It's like that guy is so clutch. And also like for him, he's always in the news for good things. He actually seems like a genuinely good guy. It's just so hard not to root for him because he is so like, I guess Larry Bird people would get so upset, but like he's the best shooter of all time, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's not even close.
Okay,
Sure.
okay.
Like it's not. I mean, it's
so insane.
It's absolutely insane. Like the amount of threes he's hit, the percentage, the big time shots, like the distance he hits them at. Obviously,
the
game's
half-court
changed.
stuff in warm-ups.
Yeah,
You're like who is this guy?
Obviously, the game's changed, so it's hard to judge like 80s and 90s guys because they just didn't like the game was never to take threes. But still, it's not close. Like I don't think anyone would argue that he's the greatest shooter of all time.
You know the guy that says
he's sick at golf too.
He is sick.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say, Hank. He played on a Corn Ferry Tour event and was like he's very, very good at golf. Just a freak athlete.
You know the guys that say at hockey games, like the guys in the stands, it'll just be like shoot it whenever you cross center ice. That you can say that to Steph Curry, and it's actually a good strategy.
Yeah, no,
you don't sound like an idiot.
Yeah, it's the same as what we were saying about McCarr. Like if you had someone who never watched NBA watch a game, the person would be like, "Why are there 3 guys chasing this guy around at half court?" It's like, well, just watch. He's going to chuck one. It's going to go in.
And then he he's like falling back as the guy's in his face, and you're like, "There's no chance at going in." It doesn't even sniff hitting the rim. It's just like. Whoosh.
Yep.
But in terms of like ripping on the NBA a little bit, oh my God, Klay Thompson. I mean,
this
you
is
guys,
correct.
That was
This
like
is
the
correct.
most pathetic
Ever.
Like we've dealt with rude crowds before. Swearing in front of children. Good job, boss. It's
Very
like he's like
classy.
crying. And then the
so
fact
bad.
it's so typical that they fucking pull up a clip of scumbag Warriors fans telling LeBron to blow them or whatever, quit being a bitch. And then Draymond swearing in front of his kid at the press conference.
Yes.
It's like these guys.
It was a terrible, terrible look. That was one of those. I mean, we always say on this podcast, the minute you tell someone like real classy or stay classy, you're a loser.
done.
You're a loser. Like just
You're a loser.
straight up, you're a loser. And
I
that
thought
was
that moment won the series for the Celtics, and then that game 4 heartbreaker. They're probably in trouble now, but
yeah. We'll see. I mean, we're taping this right before tip off. So
is Billy there?
He's not.
No, he found out you were going to come on, and he was like, "I don't
I
want
was
to get
gonna
bodied
ask
again."
him, how's your Saturday?
Well, you'll see him next week, and we'll have to have you guys both on together. It'll be awesome.
Actually, it's Monday, so now would be like the most appropriate day to say
Would
how
be,
was your
how's
Saturday.
Dude,
So we
that
gotta get
kid
you
hit
back
the
in here on,
panic
like, a
button
Thursday.
so hard.
Yeah.
You know what? He probably knew somehow that I was going to be a part of Canadian Parliament. That's why he was so nervous talking to me.
He's like, this guy wields a ton of power.
He's like, oh man, this guy will get me deported.
Wait, I'm curious to know, as a fellow Situatan, what's the word for somebody from Situate?
Situate native, I would say. There's not really a way to describe another person. I don't know.
Sailor.
As a Situate native,
Yeah, I didn't go to Situate High though.
have you been observing
Xavier.
the hot streak that Hank Lockwood has been on recently? And if so, I'm curious to know if that affects your power rankings of famous Situate natives.
Oh, he's always top. He's top number 1 for me. He's top 1. He's just crushing life right now. I was very, very happy to see the ovation he got at the Garden that time. I loved the fake shot Carmella move he pulled. I actually wondered if you shot that, are you getting kicked out of that game? You think?
If
Yes.
it goes in,
Yes.
I
I
think
don't
they let
think
him
so.
stay.
No, I was informed that definitely.
No, if it
I
goes
don't
in, they let him
know.
play.
and like
actually.
Dave's seats would have been in jeopardy.
But with
probably.
Dave, I don't know. I feel like it would have been.
No, I talked to the guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He would have missed.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, Dave could have shot it, but not you. Hank.
Yeah, that would have been all time if he.
No,
shot
I
it.
love seeing it. Hank's crushing it. That's my one hope for. I bet the Celts before the series. That's my one hope is that Hank's so hot the Celts can't lose.
Yeah, there
What's
you
the
go.
line tonight? +4.
4.
Yeah, 4. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Need it.
We're about to sit in the gambling cave and watch the game. So.
All right, I'm gonna be there on Monday morning, guys. Let's get together and maybe all you guys, if not, I know PFT's been to one. Maybe we're doing a Monday the 20th, and a Wednesday, the 22nd stream at the Hoboken House for game 3 and 4
Yes.
of the Cup Finals. You guys want to come in?
Well,
I know
Right
you
after
record-
Barstool Idol.
Actually, Wednesday you might be doing it at Barstool HQ with the remaining 3 Barstool Idol contestants. We didn't tell you
we'll
that
torture
yet.
'em.
Yeah,
We'll torture
yeah. I mean, that's a trial by fire.
All right, I love it. I appreciate you guys having me on as always.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Whit. Appreciate
See
it.
you,
Thanks,
boys.
Whit.
Whit Dog was brought to you by ZipRecruiter. There's so many more things to do during the summer. You want to free up as much time as possible to enjoy them. So if you're a business owner, the last thing you want to do is sort through tons of unqualified candidates' resumes when you could just use ZipRecruiter. They do the work for you. And now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/PMT. ZipRecruiter uses its powerful technology to find and match the right candidates up with your job. You can easily review these recommended candidates and invite your top choices to apply. Additionally, ZipRecruiter has a complete suite of tools that makes it easy to filter, review, and rate your candidates. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the very first day. Soak up all that summer has to offer. Let ZipRecruiter do the work. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/PMT. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/PMT. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Okay, we're gonna finish up with Guys on Chicks, and we got a very special guest, our good friend, 4-time Pro Bowler, musician, co-host of Macrodosing. It is Arian Foster in studio for Guys on Chicks. What's up?
What's up, man?
You ready to do it?
I am.
Okay.
Let's get it in.
Yeah, this is we'll see. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it goes. You Guys on Chicks, are you familiar with what we do? We give basically the best advice possible to women who have issues with their men or in general.
Their own bodies.
Oh, Jesus.
We explain women's bodies to themselves often.
I'm an expert there. So.
Okay. All right.
Arian did disclose the other week that he has slept with over 1,000 women.
Damn.
It's around the thing. You keep
Congrats,
saying
bro.
over. You keep.
Well, you don't say 1,000 if it's under 1,000.
What if it's exactly 1,000? I don't want to slight that accomplishment.
So, like, everyone in this room combined has slept with 1,040 women, maybe? That's pretty cool.
Maybe.
That's
Maybe.
cool. Yeah, we're
I'm
a
not
fucking
proud
squad.
of it. I'm not proud of it. I had a wild go at it.
We're all averaging like 210.
Yeah,
in
that's
this room
sick.
right now. Yeah.
It's like Hank Aaron and his brother. I think his brother has like 1 home run. It's like the Aaron brothers. Okay, all right, Billy, take it away.
So my boyfriend has been calling my feet dogs for the past week, and it's starting to get annoying. How do I politely ask him to stop?
Ooh.
That's one of those things in relationships where you got to be honest with your partner. It's a love language, right? So his love language might be physical appearance, but at the same breath, if something is really bothering you, then I think you got to address it, or else it becomes a small landmine that'll blow up later on.
Isn't that also like that is what feet are called? Your dogs are barking. I think you got to roll with that.
I think it's only dogs if they're hurting or stinking.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
But if you now is her boyfriend like a foot guy? Because that's weird if he's like trying to get down with her feet and he's calling them dogs.
yeah, that's bestiality.
I think this is a sneaky, like, psychological two-way. He's probably saying your feet stink, and that's how he's going to bring it up once you say stop calling them dogs.
Like, yeah, well, maybe they
Stink.
should take them. Yeah, maybe those dogs have fleas or something.
We see. We needed more information because if they actually stink, then you right. You got to take care
I
of
don't
them.
think she knows that.
Well, then
Yeah.
just double check, or just ask him a question. Be like, yo, why are you calling my feet dog?
Yeah, or be like, what kind of dog are my feet? Because that would actually tell a lot, right?
That's
Like
true.
if it's like a big lab that just ran around in the woods,
Right.
or is it like a nice, cute little Pomeranian?
Yeah, we're talking about Pekingese here, and you get to like dress them up, paint them real nice,
Yeah.
groom them.
So I think that's the answer. Be like, what breed are my feet? And then you can go from there. Because that will tell you a lot.
What happens if you get in a
A
relationship?
bulldog would be the worst,
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
bulldog would be bad. Great Dane, that'd be bad too.
What's the Jones that can't really breathe because they face pushed
The
in?
bulldog.
That's a bulldog.
Yeah, pugs. Yeah.
A pug could be cute though,
But
That's
a
the
pug
thing.
also, they
But
are
because
kinda
they're
gross,
ugly,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, but some dudes are into ugly feet too.
Yeah, that's
What?
true.
There's some real freaks out there. Like foot guys are fucking bizarre.
There's a fetish
call
for
them
everything.
out though. Call those guys out.
Why?
Jerry?
I'm not mad. I don't kink shame.
This
right?
month, love is love.
No, I'm not. That's facts. But I'm not shaming. I'm not kink shaming at all. But it's like I mean I can understand if you have a kink for feet, but if you have a kink for ugly feet, I just need explanation.
I think that's okay.
You think that's okay?
Yeah, I mean, like, what if? What are we gonna say? Like, people who have a kink for like, fat guys? Is that wrong?
No, like some people like stuff to grab onto.
Exactly.
I just want what's the appeal of ugly feet?
I think that feet guys, I don't have a problem with like people that like feet, but I just think feet guys in general are like so into feet, more so than like if somebody is a boob fan. If you're a boob, feet guys are like hockey fans.
Well, you know what it
they're,
is?
They're like they
Yeah.
swear by feet. They think everybody should love feet. Yeah. And if somebody like talks about feet, they're like, "What? No, I'm the expert on feet."
It's also what the internet has done to our society is like there's been a lot of good things, there's been a lot of bad things. This isn't neither good nor bad, but feet people have been able to be like, oh, there's a lot of us out there. Like 30 years ago, a foot fetish guy, I don't know where he got it off. I don't know, he probably kept it kind of close to the vest. Now it's like, dude, there's a lot of feet people out there.
Which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, let's all embrace each other.
Yeah, community.
Yeah, right, exactly. They have a community.
I like it.
Hey guys, I keep having sex dreams about Big Cat, and it wasn't weird until Hank and Jake showed up in the last one.
Whoa.
How do I make it stop?
Whoa. Well, first of all, am I good? That would be a first question.
I mean, if they're reoccurring, then I would say yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Well, Hank and Jake came in as backup, so.
Well, I need to know what role Hank and Jake were playing.
Yeah, were they filming? Were they involved?
This might be the first one we need a real follow-up of.
Yeah.
I mean, I would actually say like it's one of those things that people listen to us all the time and we are part of their lives, so like subconsciously. I had a dream the other night about sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that, Arian. I had a dream the other night where Stephen Che and I were being chased by it was like security guards in an arena. And I was like, God damn it, Stephen Che was in my dream. So I feel like if you spend enough time listening or around someone, they sometimes will just end up in your dream, right?
I bet Jake was just pounding that ass.
Yeah.
I bet
you were eating the butthole?
Yeah, Jake was all over the hoop.
Dude, Arian,
grabbing boards.
Little known fact about our guy Jake. He eats a great butthole.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was never into that, and I did used to kink shame that until I feel like I matured sexually and I tried it. I didn't hate it. But it's not my go-to. But if she wants, I'm a faithful man right now. So if she wants it, I will oblige.
Any tips for him, Jake, about eating a little hoop?
Well, you don't want to do it too often, so that it's it feels even better. It means more.
Yeah,
it's a special occasion.
That's right. That's like birthdays and anniversaries.
Exactly. If you overdo it, it doesn't have as much meaning.
I got a question. This is going to reveal me as being like a big prude. Don't you get like infections and shit from eating shit?
But bro, you don't do it like after a long run.
It's not after Taco Bell.
Like it's only after a shower, man.
Only after the shower.
Yeah, okay. I'm not out here just.
You got to take proper cleaning procedures.
Telling her,
into
hey,
account.
you need to up your fiber a little bit.
I was watching the Colin Firth show, The Staircase. It's like the dramatized version of that documentary that came out a while ago. And there's one scene in it where like his wife just got back from a workout. And he's in the kitchen, and he just like straight up pulls her pants down and goes right for the butthole.
That's a little.
And I'm like, this dude's got pink eye. He's gonna be looking like Bob Costas in a second.
Yeah, that's not the ideal way to go about that.
Yeah,
I'm very hygienic.
Yeah. Everyone should practice good hygiene.
Yeah.
Hey PMT, about a year ago, my husband and I got a dog and named him Baker. Huge Browns fans. Obviously, with all the QB things going on, we are now stuck with a dog that doesn't really play for our team anymore. What should we do, and should we rename him?
I mean,
if he starts humping everything, then he's Deshaun.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, Baker's not that bad. If you named it Deshaun, it'd be way worse. Yeah, way worse.
I mean, Arian, as an NFL player,
threw me, dog.
You took care of your body, I would assume, throughout the years. Did you ever hear about somebody using like 66 different masseuses
in 17 months
on their own?
What is that average a month?
It's a lot.
What's that? I don't know.
Well, there was multiple visits.
Yeah. No, it'd be like 3 a month, right? A little quick math.
5 times. Four a month. It's like 5. 5 times 12 would be 60.
It's 17 months.
I don't
17 months.
I don't know about the situation, right? I don't know. That's wild accusations because it's all allegedly still, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so all I say is from my experience, athletes that find a masseuse or whatever the case, they usually stick with it because him or her because they hit all your right spots. They know what you want, and you don't have to always go in and explain what you want. So throughout my career, I played 8 years. I had 3.
Right.
And I only switched because like something shiesty happened with the first one, and then they moved, so I had to get another one. But it's like
it would be like, I mean, if the headline instead was Deshaun Watson had 66 different like throwing coaches in 17 months, everyone would be like, what?
Or dentists.
Yeah, like what's going on here? Yeah. No, yeah, it's definitely atypical.
It raises a red flag. Like I said, I don't know. I wasn't there. Let that get dealt with how it gets dealt with.
He also brought his own. He brought his own towel to the massages too, which is like is
that a real?
Yeah, like his own, like a mercenary going to war, bringing their own gun. He's like going to all these appointments. He's like, I brought my towel. It's just the right size that I like.
It's like a pool shark,
and I'm taking it with me because it might be entered as evidence at some future.
I can't call it. It sounds predatory. I ain't gonna lie, but 66 is a lot.
It's a lot. As for this question, though, I think you just got to put the dog on waivers because it feels like that's what's going to happen, right? Like the Browns are going to have to. They have to cut him at some point if they can't find a trading partner.
Stop naming your dogs
Yeah.
after sports figures that aren't Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
That's a very good point.
That's why I say like buying a jersey of a current player is always a roll of the dice too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Dog seems a little more more permanent than a jersey.
Or like naming your kid after a player.
And even that, like, you never know what could,
I mean, okay,
I bet you there's some people who named their kids OJ in like the 80s.
That's still okay though.
Yeah, actually, you could. There's
you
enough
always be like,
OJs out there.
I love orange juice.
That's true.
That's
true. OJ Mayo is my guy.
100%. Yeah, you know what I mean? But maybe don't name him after a player unless he's been to at least 2 or 3 All-Star games.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a good little rule of thumb.
That's fair.
Yeah, you're naming your dog on potential if you're calling him Baker.
This one you can just say, like, well, I think one of you either has to go to culinary school or you got to get rid of the dog. Culinary school would probably be the more humane way, right?
Or maybe she already bakes and you could just...
Yeah, there you go. Like, just get a specialty that everyone knows you for in your town. Like, you bake the best apple pie. That's why your dog's named Baker.
Yeah.
Or become stoners.
Yeah,
Just
that
like,
too.
we're baked.
Yes.
That's probably the better.
Yes.
Give the dog weed.
Yes.
Which is funny as hell if you've ever done that.
It's really dangerous.
What, get your dog high?
Billy's not happy about that one.
Billy just saying, like,
I don't care about
weed.
that part.
Billy's a
That's hilarious.
narc. Billy would be... Billy's going to call the cops on you.
No, you're not allowed to smoke around my dog. Because, like, what if the dog, like, gets some mental...
I would love to see your dog's diet because all the shit you put in your body.
Everything Billy knows from weed is from like a 1950s ad of people like losing their mind.
Have you seen Reefer Madness? It's a documentary.
Exactly.
Hey, PMT boys. My fiance has had zero involvement in the wedding planning process, but is now mad because our primary date is during football season.
Oh.
He is saying things like, we'll have a TV at the reception, right? Well, I hope you know I'm booked from Thursday to Monday on the honeymoon if this happens. I don't know what to do. Do I move it or accept the fact that I'll be watching football 4 days a week on my honeymoon?
Oof.
Okay, so I think it's more about the wedding. It sounds to me like he found out what the schedule was going to be, and there's a big game for whatever his college football team is that's taking place on that Saturday. And I feel like if it's taking place in the South, if you're getting married, I went to a wedding in South Carolina one time where everybody involved was a massive Alabama fan. You just have to bite the bullet and have a TV there because otherwise people are going to be watching on their phones.
Also, this is 100% on him. I mean, if you're that big of a fan, you have to at least know when the date is, right? Like the date is, you can be not involved, but the date is a pretty big decision. And if you're a big football fan, you're like, wait, that's October on a Saturday? No thanks.
I think the only acceptable weekend as a college football fan to have a wedding is week 2. Because that's when it's always like...
I think, that's not Notre Dame, Ohio State.
But that's usually the week, you know what I'm saying? Where they play the out-of-conference, like, the bye games.
Yeah.
Where you're going to win no matter what.
What's her name? They don't do names?
They don't do names.
Oh, look, Shorty, use this, and I'm going to tell you why. Honeymoons are just extended vacations. And if you've ever been on a vacation for more than 3 or 4 days, it gets boring. So use that time. It was great filler time. I think this is a good time. Not only that, that's one. 2, this is who your husband is. So you're going to have to deal with this.
That's true.
Anyway. So this is the man you decided to spend the rest of your life with. This is a microcosm of what your life is going to be. Just enjoy it.
That's a good point. Like, this is, you've signed up for this in some way. Like, you know that he, again, I'm throwing a flag on this guy's football fandom. The fact that like the fall wedding was even agreed to, because I know that like I'll have friends who will say, "Hey, my wedding's in the fall," and I'll be like, "On a Saturday, I'm not going to make it." So like, I don't know. It's just I'm throwing a flag on this guy. I feel like he's not as big of a football fan.
But she said he wasn't involved.
Right, but the date.
He still has. I assume he would have a say in the date. Although it's more than likely that she just picked a date. And he was like, "Sure, that sounds great." Without thinking about
There's
it.
also
that could
one
be.
other path here, and this is what they call the mature path, and
I'm
it's
out.
very difficult. But if you're the guy and the woman can explain this to him, it is one Saturday when you have like, hopefully 60, 70 more years of your life, you can give up one Saturday. Again, I'm not mature enough to think this way, but some people can be like, let's enjoy this one moment with our friends and family and the people we love the most and not worry about football, and then we have the rest of our lives to worry about football. Again, I do not think you should do this, but it is something you could potentially do.
I think it's a potential thing you could do as the groom in this situation. But then you also have to think about the guests, because the guests will just complain
Well, I
about
thought this
it.
was the honeymoon.
But the guests can just figure it out. Like if there's a bar or something around, there's part of the honeymoon too. I think it's a combo.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
so
he's
it's
got the
2
double
weeks.
whammy.
It's a double week.
well then yeah, she just you just gotta eat that one.
All right, I'm looking right now. Kentucky, Florida, I definitely want to watch.
Also,
Look up the U Miami schedule because did some detective work and it's a Miami error code.
USC, Stanford is always a game I want to watch.
Low-key
Mississippi State at Arizona
Miami.
late night. Is it Miami?
it's Miami. Yeah,
Oh no,
could also be a Florida State fan.
okay. Southern Miss at Miami. That should be a win for Miami.
Yeah,
so there you
can-
go.
Fun Belt.
Wisconsin's playing Washington State. That's one you want to throw on there. Houston at Texas Tech. Dana Holgerson, Texas Tech.
There's
Like,
gonna be
that's
some
gonna
points in that
fun.
game. There's gonna be a lot.
Iowa,
of points.
Iowa State. Come on, that's the Cyhawk. Yeah, you're gonna have to pick another week.
No
This,
weddings.
I've just done a quick peruse of week 2.
Also, before you get married, you should already, like, if there's anything that you think that you might want to do for the rest of your life. I had a boss that used to talk about this a lot. Start doing that hobby before you get married, because otherwise, if you pick up, let's say it's poker. Let's say after like 10 years of being married and you start playing poker, your wife's going to be like, why is he playing poker all of a sudden?
Right.
He never used to play poker.
Right.
So if there's even like a small part in the back of your
Don't
brain,
grow after marriage.
if there's a small part that's like you might want to take up bowling at some point, start bowling now.
Start bowling.
Alabama's playing Texas at noon.
Oh, okay. Wedding's
So
off.
This is over.
Wedding's off.
Yeah.
Divorce.
Tennessee at Pittsburgh. That's going to be a little revenge game, Arian. I know you don't really care about the Vols, but
Damn. Did they lose last year?
Yeah, they lost to Pitt
Oh.
last year.
Damn.
Wake Forest versus Vanderbilt. That's actually kind of a fun game because it's like two similar teams in their conference.
And their colors too.
Yeah, in their colors. Yeah. So there's a lot of games that you're not going to want to miss.
Hi, guys. I've been living with my boyfriend for 6 months now, and everything has been better than I could have expected. Better than I could have asked for. Okay, they wrote this wrong. Better than I could ask for. When my boyfriend uses the bathroom and poops, I found a little bit of poop on the back of the seat. Now, at first, I thought it was a one-time thing, but it has continued to happen. I'm afraid to say something because I feel that he is old enough to not do this.
Scoot
I
up,
don't know.
dog.
Any advice would help. Thanks, guys.
You have to check all the security tapes because you never know who actually pooped on the toilet seat.
Yep.
Scoot up. What is it? What?
I don't know how that happens.
I don't know.
I've been shitting for 37 years now, and I don't think I've ever pooped on a toilet seat.
That's insane.
Well,
Trying to think.
Have you, Billy? Are you looking like I could relate?
it's possible if you have like an explosive problem.
Yeah,
getting
but
there.
multiple times. I agree with you, Billy. There is definitely times I can't definitively sit here and say I've never pooped on a toilet seat. I'm not ready to say that.
I mean, if I have, I definitely left it a mess because I,
Definitely,
I,
I
didn't
didn't-
see it.
Right. No,
I don't know.
I know I've done it, but like it's like Billy's saying, an explosive problem.
Oh,
It's like,
I
oh
got
shit,
it.
like this is an
I got
issue.
it, bro. I got it. Okay. This is not a plug, but a squatty potty will help this out.
So you're gonna potty train your husband?
Well, this is why. Just introduce it to him and show him the commercial with the unicorn, right? And the reason as to why. I swear this ain't an ad. I use this shit. It is what it is. We sit regular, right? And that messes up our bowel movements, right? So if he's leaning forward while he dropping the deuce, it could be coming out the wrong angle. But the squatty potty lifts your knees to your chest and the angle is downward. That's how we evolved to actually defecate. So this might fix it and help both y'all.
Maybe also like a treat system if he does it cleanly.
Give emoji stickers.
Yeah, like a lollipop every time he comes out of the toilet. Like, ooh, no poop on the seat.
I've heard Arian talk about the squatty potty before. I've heard other people endorse it. I think Chaps talks about it a lot. And I'll be honest with you guys. I've tried the squatty potty. It seems like a problem that didn't really need solving for me. I've never been like, there must be a better way to shit.
Here's another thing you could do real quick.
You just demonstrably wrong.
Yeah, what about an airport where they have the little liner that rotates? Maybe get that in your house.
The what?
Like when you go sit on an airport toilet, some of them have it where there's like a liner. It's like a piece of paper that goes, and then you hit the button, and then it rotates.
Oh, got you.
So it goes around, so it's a fresh piece of
Got
paper.
you.
That would do it right away, right?
Yeah. Or maybe it's the toilet. The
Could be the
seat
toilet.
could be too small.
Yeah.
Or too big.
His
And
ass
that's why
is
the
too
shit's
fat.
getting on it.
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah.
the top of his ass might be like sitting all the way in the back.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Just scoot up.
Yeah.
But there might not be room. I hate when there's like the toilet seats are like only like a foot and a half, a foot.
Yeah.
There
2
might
feet.
also be something medically wrong with his butthole.
That
Remember
too.
like those super soakers where you could turn the nozzle and then shoot your friend that was standing to the side of you? Maybe his
Something like
butthole
that.
points backwards.
You could also put like maybe like 2 footprints where he should be sitting, so he scoots up.
Like those
Like
the mats that
outlines.
teach you how to dance.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's just like,
Like
you
it.
naturally, you don't even tell him because like if you see him, you'll always just put your feet in
You
him.
have to, yeah.
And there you go.
Also, Japanese toilets are amazing. I don't know if you ever.
I learned that from Cars too.
It's amazing. Yeah.
What's a Japanese toilet?
They just care. I don't know how else to put it, but like they're angled in a certain way. They're heated. They're cooled. You can. They have a bidet in them. Like it's just the most amazing experience I've ever had.
Not just even a bidet, like a whole car wash.
They have everything. Like they have on the side of the toilet. They have a whole system. It's like a remote, and you can do things that I haven't even tried yet. So
Wow.
I'm excited to get back on one.
Now I want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
Just take a shit there.
What if we get one for the office?
a Japanese toilet.
I'm sure you can order one.
I don't think this office can handle anything nice. Yeah. It would just be destroyed right
That's
away.
facts. Because
Or
last
people
time I was
just-
here, I had to go to the bathroom, and they told me not to go in yet because somebody did their
Pooped-
thing
Pooped on
the toilet.
Oh, yeah, no, that was a big incident. No.
It was Dumb and Dumber type stuff.
Okay.
Did y'all find out who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Is it?
Can't say the name.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. I would like to know off air. though.
I will tell you the
Okay,
name
bet.
off air.
Okay,
You
bet.
could probably guess, too, and you'd be right.
Who would you guess in this office?
But
would be
don't say
somebody
the
that would
name.
shit?
Just mentally, everyone watching on YouTube, mentally just think of who you think it could be, and we'll see it in the glimmer of your eye.
I don't know that many people here, but of the people that I know here, I mean,
You know who.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. He's got it. He's got it. He knows. Okay.
Those are all our questions.
Oh, man. Yeah, all right. Well, I think that was good. Arian, what else you got going on? I mean, it's good to see you in New York.
Yeah, it's lovely to come, man. I love the city in splices.
Yeah. Great city to visit.
Yeah, it's a good city to visit. I don't like to stay here too long.
Yeah.
Because I like the mean energy everybody has. Like, I'm a really friendly dude, and so when I walk around, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Everybody's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
I like that. You know, it reminds me,
It is.
keep my guard up.
When you go somewhere else, if you live in New York, you realize so quickly, like, you're like, wait, everyone's not just on edge and like 2 seconds away from a fist fight at all times.
At all times.
It's a very bizarre feeling.
For a while, those think pieces of people being like, "This is why I'm leaving New York," used to always go viral online. People that would just like decide to move, and then they'd write an essay about like everybody wanted to know the reason why. I saw one now; it's starting to happen in reverse. People being like, "I moved to the South during the pandemic. Everybody was friendly. Now I'm moving back to New York. Here's why."
To be with assholes.
And this person was like, all the Southern hospitality sucks. Like, people are too nice. I want to go for a walk and have everybody be like, I'm minding my business.
Yeah, scowling.
Yeah, I want people to hate me.
Makes sense.
I feel like a lot of people like leave the city not as assholes, but they're assholes in other states.
Right, and then
Yeah.
everyone's like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, everyone's mean to them in other states because they're a dickhead.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Then they come back with a bunch of other assholes.
The Overton window, like, you're a nice guy here, but over in other places, you're
Yeah,
an
right.
asshole.
Yeah, you are the biggest dickhead in the
Yeah.
world.
It's like when you fly somewhere and then you get in an Uber and the person starts talking to you.
Yeah,
and
you're
you're
like,
like,
"Please
I
don't
just
talk."
want to fucking sit in the back
Yeah.
of this car.
It's still crazy they haven't figured out it just like, because I know there is like when you get an Uber driver that might not speak English and it will say like, hey, this Uber driver might not speak English. There should be the reverse where it's like, I don't want to talk.
There is.
You can say no conversation.
It said no conversation. You can pick the temperature.
I've
music
seen
preference.
the temperature. I didn't see the no conversation.
That's
All right.
Uber Black. That's if you're a high roller like Arian.
Oh,
Okay.
That's if you played in the league.
Wow.
I mean, you have the option
Way
as
to be
well.
unrelatable.
You have the option as well.
I got into an Uber when I was in Nashville, and this lady had just pictures of dogs all over her car.
Oh,
even
nightmare.
Like, on the window. Yeah, Arian fucking hates dogs.
That's true.
Even pictures on the windows of like random dogs. And I got in. I was like, "So you're a dog owner?" And the lady was like, "No, I just like dogs." And she started talking about her favorite breeds of dogs.
A legit murderer.
Didn't own a dog.
Wow.
Legit.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Legit got bodies in the basement.
There is.
Dog
It is
napper.
funny when you get an Uber in a smaller town and it's like just the person's car and they didn't like. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
you get picked up in like a pickup truck.
Yeah.
And they're like their dinner is right next to them because they just went. They're like, I'm just going to pick up dinner and I'll grab a Uber passenger real quick.
Matter of fact, the Uber driver here, like I landed like it was like 2 a.m. He picks me up and I found out he was what was I told you what's the name? Not Periwinkle. He drove
Rocky
in a
and
bus.
Bullwinkle?
He drove in the buses and he was a hippie in the 60s.
Oh, the Merry Pranksters.
The Merry Prank. He was a Merry Prankster. And he starts talking to me about psychedelics and quantum mechanics and shit. And usually I don't like talking, but like that was an interesting conversation. It was,
Yeah, you should.
it was really
You
dope.
should read the book, the Ken Kesey acid.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah.
He was like, "You got to read the book, man." So I googled it. So I ordered it on Amazon.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is a good book.
Yeah.
Grateful Dead used to play at those concerts, like that, or at those like fests where they
Right.
just all did acid for
Yeah.
days on end.
Yeah. It was a dope conversation.
Different times.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, I wasn't there, but
Yeah.
sure they were different.
All right, you want to pick a number? We do pick numbers.
Okay.
The lottery
is for any
machine here, yeah.
specific reason?
If you win, you get satisfaction.
All right. What
If
am I
you
trying
win,
to?
you have one more win than Hank.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just get satisfaction. That's
So,
it.
but how do you win those?
You just pick the number, and if you're correct, you win.
All right. But how do I know if I'm correct?
It's
'Cause we're gonna do the
it's
lottery
machine.
Okay.
All right, so just say a number.
Oh.
Any number.
Oh, I say the
yeah,
number and you
yeah,
pick
yeah.
it.
Then I hit the button.
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
And it's 1 through 100.
A 1 through 100. And looks like 36 is out.
So don't pick 36. All right. I'm gonna go with let's go 63.
Okay.
54.
I'll go with 26.
6.
I'll do 6 more than Arian.
11 for Evan.
You trying to price is right?
5? 25. No, you picked
$1.
69 every time. You like this machine? I got it for $1,000 in China.
I like it.
I'm going to upgrade at some point. Ooh, Babe Ruth, number 3.
Oh wow.
How many times, Jake? Fifth time for number
It's a
3.
wagon.
Really? How many times have you done it?
Hundreds, probably.
Yeah, way too many. It's really the most pointless thing in the world.
I like it.
It's basically a test to see, like, can you be fascinated with ping pong balls being chosen randomly? And the answer is yes.
Huh.
Always.
Y'all should track it. Have you
We
tracked
do.
it?
No,
Yeah.
Jake just said that's the 5th time number 3's been taken.
So if the laws of physics are correct, it will end up looking like a wave, eventually.
We still have 7 numbers that haven't been picked in almost 2 years.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's interesting.
All right. That's a show. Thank you, Arian.
Well, appreciate y'all having me.
Lions used to exist in America.
Love you guys.
Talking away. I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find shine away. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay. Oh, I'll be coming for your love, okay. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Needless to say, I won't say it, but I'll keep stolen away. Slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me, oh, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Oh, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me. Take me on. I'll Take of me.